Yeah, I will read my introduction.
Okay. And
Where is that put it? Yeah.
I took a screenshot of the story, but
Yeah.
it comes from Vedas, so I thought maybe you would know more. But
From I didn't go that far. From which story it comes
yeah,
from?
that's what I'm saying. I'm totally like, what am I gonna do here? Because there's so much more information that I don't know. And you know what I mean? I'm like, Christine's gonna have to handle the whole thing. Let's do it.
Yeah, but mainly it's I can see a little introduction, but yeah, most of the time it's related to a kind of mythology or something.
Mythology.
But
Yeah.
this one, I don't know. I forgot to read that because I was looking for it, and not so many books talk about lunar nodes. I mean, like really, but I find some, but it's such a thick book. The introduction was already 20 pages before I started in the lunar
Oh
nodes
wow.
in. And hello, Jonathan, number one.
Yeah, there's always one.
Yes, and I thought, no, I'm not going to read that. I need,
Yeah.
there's Gerard. Hello, and thank you again. And
Yes, thank you very much.
yeah, so yeah, I thought, no, I'm not going to start reading it. I need a month to read that book.
I know.
So,
I know.
so
And then in my books, because I only have two books, and they're older, and they didn't have a lot on the lunar node. So I went online and I was like, information overload. I can't read all this in a week, you know? So yeah.
yeah, no, but basically it comes to the qualities from that sign you are in. You need really to develop. Hello, Riley. So it's yes, we
Okay.
need to develop them, and for a special reason. And then you have to go to the south node too, because the south node is the obstacle to go to the north node, because we like to okay, maybe we can. I wait still a bit more. So we're just talking till some more people come on. Show the tattoo. Yes, yes.
That's very sweet.
um, okay, and yeah, we're talking about the moon knot and no, the lunar node.
Oh, show my
Show.
tat. Oh, which arm? Can you see?
Yeah, you have to put it higher.
Oh,
See,
there
yeah,
we go.
nice, eh?
Yeah.
Very nice. The wolf, I love it. It's like from the Native American, like seems to be from a
Yeah.
painting.
Well, there's
Mm.
a girl there, and it's supposed
Yeah.
to be like the spirit animal coming out
Yeah,
to
yeah,
me.
true. That I got. It's nicely done because it's not easy to have nice tattoos, and this one is really nice.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Anyhow, so good job. And
I'm sorry, after 20 years. 20 years I know it's gonna get one. Yeah.
oh wow, is this your first one?
No, I got two when I was like 18, and one is really
Okay.
stupid. It needs to be covered up, but they're real small.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this
No.
one's a big one. So
Yeah, that's really a big one. That's like
yeah.
from Tough Guys. You
Yeah.
can go join a moto club.
Motorcycle club, yeah.
The Harley Davidson with all their tattoos.
Yeah. And so I
And
said, if I'm buried right, then in 1,000 years, whoever finds me will see it and they'll make up some cool story about me. So,
yeah, yeah. So yeah, I had and I knew someone from Canada. I was like a very fragile woman, but she was like really a man. She had tattoos everywhere. She drove on a Harley Davidson. How do
Harley
you call
Davidson.
them?
Yeah.
Through all Canada, through the parks, me on her back, and she had a little baby on her back. It's like a
Oh,
small
wow.
tiny baby.
Yeah, that's
Crazy.
awesome,
We just went
though.
everywhere. And we went to the border of America. I say, come, let's go to Montana. I say, let's drop over to the American border. And then we were there, and then they stopped us, and they thought we kidnapped the baby.
Oh, my God.
We had to sit there a whole day, and they were waiting. And her husband, he was furious that we were there with the. I mean, he was like, "What are you doing, you stupid ladies? Are you totally nuts? You had to come to get us."
That is so funny.
Yeah, that
What are
was
you
a
doing taking
kind.
my baby to America? That's a slave plantation.
Okay. Anyhow, a belly button. We have all belly button tattoo.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, maybe we start. I'm gonna
Yeah.
do the introduction, otherwise it takes too long.
Okay.
So, hello, Jeannie. Today we're going to talk about the lunar nodes. And we call it, I call it moon knots because it's kind of knots we have to untangle. It's some difficulties we had to solve in this life. It's kind of a karma, but it's also it's the most important sign. It's not a planet, it's just a sign in your charts, which actually you have to develop in this life. It's actually a destiny, and if you reach that destiny, you have also the capacity to reach your fulfillment, the highest happiness, actually. So it's um, um, it's actually something new we have to learn. We never learned in our lives before, so it's actually a scary thing, and it's like walking in unknown countries. We have to explore new qualities in ourselves and to bring them out. And then, if you dare to do that, then it's like you express your highest. It's also your highest qualities, your best skills, and so when you're there, you're the best of yourself if you can reach that point. But before you can reach that, it takes a whole lifetime to reach the destiny. You meet a lot of obstacles, and obstacles are not there to avoid, but to learn from and to overcome, because they make us strong. Just like we don't run away, we just face our obstacles and we go through it. And another thing is that's your most unique skill or a quality from your personality. Is your lunar knot, in which house it's is represented, or in which sign. So it's those two are very important. So if you can take your chart, it's a kind of how you like
It makes like a serpent
a serpent. Yeah, it's a
chain.
serpent. Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you can fight a serpent, then you're there. Anyhow, so that's your best qualities and your highest destination. And your most authentic behavior is in the house where the moon knot is. So if you know, so it's actually very interesting if you can find it. I know from some people here who did a chart where the lunar knot is, but not from everything, not from everyone. So it's interesting to look it up later. Anyhow, so um, um, it's a path where we walk many times away from, but then it fascinates us, so we go again on it. So we always are like drawn to that path. All those, even if it scares us, we were drawn to that path. You want to experience what is meant to be experienced in this lifetime. And even if it's in the late in your old age, whatever, it will be happening someday, some in your life, anyhow. Um, so when you when you reach your destination, you suddenly whole new possibilities and opportunities will arise in front of you. It's like the universe is telling you, if you develop these qualities, if you go for it, there's a big treasure waiting for you. But you only get to see it when you overcome your obstacles. That's actually the thing. And it's like the ox and carrot. Carrot is always in front of it, so the ox wants the carrot, of course. So that's the same thing, actually. But you will have your reward if you really, yes, develop those skills of those qualities from that sign in that house. That's more the destiny, and it's for everybody. Even if you only know your destiny point in your chart without knowing the other qualities, that for some astrologers who are really have this a specialty, it seems to be enough to know for their life. But I'm not sure about that. But anyhow, it is when you reach, you feel like totally you're there when you reach the point. So, and now maybe we are going to start to
Um,
go to the, yeah.
sorry, can I say a couple of things?
Yeah, now you say, because I did
Okay.
my introduction. You, it's now you.
Okay. Because I just want to say real quick. So the lunar nodes is an 18-month cycle. So every 18 months they move to a different sign. Whatever the north node is in, the south node will be in its opposite sign. So if like the north node is in Leo, the south node will be in Aquarius. And so I think this is really cool. So the moon is on an 18-and-a-half-year cycle, and it like goes like this, and it's when it meets with the sun. And that's why it's a serpent, the serpent swallowing the sun, those stories, because it, you know, the lunar nodes, when it goes like this and then it eventually meets the sun and causes the eclipse. So,
Yes.
but what's cool is Poverty Point in Louisiana, and I'm pretty sure it's Stonehenge too, marks out that 18-and-a-half-year moon cycle. So
Oh,
the
wow.
ancient ancestors knew that that moon had an 18-and-a-half-year cycle. So I think that's
Yes.
really cool. But
Um,
oh,
it's
just
very
really quick.
interesting.
So the lunar nodes are like a karmic cycle. So your south node is almost like your karmic past and past lives and the mistakes you repeat. And the north node is what you can evolve to. And then that's what you have to shoot for, to like let go of
Yes.
those old behaviors and evolve into the next level.
Yes. We have to go. It's true. We have to go to the next level. But yeah, and the south node is actually the obstacle. So
Yeah.
what we learned and what we are comfortable in, we have to let go. That's actually the south node. So then actually we go to the first sign is always Aries.
Yep.
So what are the qualities of Aries? Is independency. It's going for what you want. It's following your path, no one other's path. Um, Knowing make decisions like spontaneous making decisions without doubting, and yeah, and you do what you need to do even when others don't agree with it. That's like Aries goes for it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're Aries like that. You go for it. You don't look at others. You just go for it. Whatever others say, it doesn't matter. You know what you have to do. And the difficulties for people who have this in not in Aries, they come from Libra, and Libra is always doubting, 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 doubting. So they keep on doubting. Oh, shall I do this? Shall I? And they get lost in choices. Too many choices. That's like, oh, I don't know. Go for this. Go. So they keep on. They keep struggling with being decisive. And the wrong thing they do with the note in Aries is like they ask always other people's advice. But in this case, when your lunar node is in Aries, you should not ask advice. You should really follow your guts.
Yeah.
So that's what you have to do. And most of the time, those people they just don't do it because they're not really yet sure. So they are still thinking and doubting, and they want to please everybody, and by pleasing everybody all the time, they lose themselves because they will meet just people who will try who wanted to be pleased, but then those people will stab them in the back too. So actually, it's kind of harsh lesson. Most of the time with the moon note, it's kind of so that's not always like that, but when you have the lunar note in Aries, you really have to say now it's my turn. Now I have to go for what I have to do, and that's what the lunar note, and not just be yeah. Your note is in Leo. Yeah, that's for later. And yeah, but you're already a Leo. Christ, I can see that.
Yeah,
You
her
missed that
hair.
goal. Yes, very much Leo. But
Hmm.
okay, so yeah, they have to. Yeah, that's
Oh,
what
okay.
I.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
just
you add. You add. That's just what I have.
okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Sorry, you have to interrupt me because
no,
I keep
no,
on.
that's okay. No, because sometimes I feel like I'm bad. I feel
Yeah.
bad. I hate interrupting people. I feel like that's so rude. And I do it a lot, and I hate that I do that. Okay, so but what you were saying, what I had was that's what they struggle with, codependency, like not being independent. And when you have the lunar north node in Aries, and being indecisive, and wait, what was the other thing here? Oh, and a lot of times they'll have a problem with one-on-one relationships. So if they learn to trust their instincts and act on
Yes.
their impulses, and be more independent, then that will help them bring balance and have better relationships.
Yes, yeah, that's true. Yes, because they have to learn to focus on one. Yeah, and also read about that. If your moon or node is in areas that people who are with a relation, they always, shall I go for this girl or for that girl? Shall I go for or for that woman or that woman? They have that kind of thing. They really should go. That they have to really be decisive and go for just not doubting. They have to overcome their doubt because they always think if I go for that, then I maybe miss this or this. But
Right.
I should not think like that because then you never take actually. Then nothing happens because you don't decide. Okay, and yeah, that's it. That's it for Aries. I think that's the lesson I have for Aries. And they should, yeah, don't adjust too much to the environment. That's what Libra should do, but with lunar node and Aries, they don't need to do that. Yes.
Yeah. Well,
So
it's almost like, so if it's in the south node, that's what you're comfortable doing.
yeah. So they will
and you
always
shouldn't do
please.
that. You need to break away from that. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, they're very good in most of the time they're very good in talking to people. They can please very well, but they should not do this lifetime. This lifetime, then it's not about pleasing, it's about following their own way. So
Yeah.
that also goes for when your moon node is in house number 1. So they have to go for what they want. The true node, I think yes. The lunar node is, I think it's the true node. I'm not really sure, but
I think the true node is the north node.
yes, I
think.
think yes.
Yeah, but I'm not positive either, because like I said, when I started really researching into
Yeah.
it, I was like, holy shiznit, there's a lot.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so
Yeah. And also one thing is, it does not mean what some people, if they tell, oh yeah, really, I can do whatever I want in, like, if I do a chore. Well, you can do whatever you want, but it's not also yeah, you have to be careful. Also, you cannot hurt other people either. I mean, it's
Right.
like there's a kind of balance. You have to go your way, but you don't have to throw other people in the trash either. I mean, it's not like me, and like it's not like this. That's
Right.
also so that you have to be careful. There's always a kind of balance, but the accent, the priority is you now, and when you have Libra, the priority is the others. So. But it's for both difficult because you think, oh wow, if I can do my own thing, wow, nice. I don't have to take responsibility for other people. It's not 100% like that, but that's difficult for people with lunar node in
I say kismet all the time.
yes, and if you have lunar node in Libra like me, then you have to learn to care and to relate to others and to connect and all this kind of stuff. But that's for later. Yeah, and it's okay. I will tell
I was
later.
pretty sure that it was Christ just said it was true node is north node.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I thought so.
Okay, it's good.
Then
we have Taurus.
Real quick.
Taurus is about they come from house that's house 2, and Taurus is going about abundance, about Mother Earth, about nourishing, and about abundance. But they come from Scorpio, and Scorpio is more related. The South Node for being having been in life before in crisis situations, in very difficult periods, crisis and darkness and all difficult things. Everything was a disaster in their life before, so they're used to disaster. So in this way, they can create their own disaster back again, but they don't need to. They need to. Yeah. Oh, you're in house 2. Oh, yeah. But so you had but like. Okay. Yeah, like Christ, yes. She had a difficult, I mean, before she came now to the point where she is like stability, is abundance, is like wealth. she's reached that point. But she had also very difficulties before. I mean, she has been through a lot of trouble, and that comes from the Scorpio period, and so, but because you're used to it, you take that over. You had to fight a lot in your life before to survive, actually, and also there has been a lot of distrust from lives before. So in this life, you need to trust again life and other people. Don't distrust everything, because everything is suspicious to people. I mean, because they learn that, so they have to let go suspiciousness. What else? And just go to constructive thinking, positive thinking, constructive thinking, and
Okay.
yeah, balance and beauty and positivity and stability. And that's but depends in which house. In house 2, it's really like
Yeah, because
go.
it would be, it's in house 2, but it's also in Aquarius.
In
Her south node would be in Aquarius.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's yours in Aquarius, but that's true. But now we are Taurus, so for that will be be later. But for her, she comes from for her it's like coming from for in the house, in the house 2, it means like building up qualities to survive, to own your money, make your own money, stability, material wealth. Actually, also connecting with Mother Earth in that case. But
Right.
psychologically, it's different. It's having then it's Scorpio, and it's more related to Scorpio. But for she's not related to Scorpio. But she comes from house 8. That is too much. Living towards the values of others. So you have to also develop an own value system. Don't follow others' value system. Don't be dependent on others. But it's a kind of nice independency and comfortable situation you have to go for. Whatever that means. It does not always mean to have a lot of money, but to be in a place where you are like relaxed, comfortable, and not too much worries, because they come from difficult times in life before. So this life then should have a more easy life.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're on Taurus and Scorpio still, right?
Yes.
Okay. But wait,
yeah.
so
And
okay. So
and
I
also
said,
self-esteem. Self-esteem is very
yeah,
important.
that's what I was going to say. They have to look to define their own worth and value without
Yes.
looking for it in others or outside
Yes.
themselves. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the thing. Yes. And ground and the earthly, they will be very much appreciate if they work with Mother Earth. It's very healthy for them, and Mother Earth will reward them in some kind of yes, doing earthy things. Grounding very important to them, because in the lives before, if you come from Scorpio, you might have dealt with witchcraft, with magic, with what else? Hello, Lori. Yeah, magic, but in a negative way sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Because Scorpio is like the the house of like transformation. Basically,
Yeah, it's
it
transformation. Yeah, they
deals
might
with
have.
all
Yeah.
that stuff. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, they've been through that, and maybe in a positive way. Might have been shamans or whatever, or those kind of things of medicine woman or whatever, which is good. But this time they have to use other skills. They can use that wisdom and use it in a practical life. That's what I mean. That's what it said here in a more practical way.
Right.
Kind of. Yeah. Let's see. That's I have.
Well,
Yeah.
also Scorpio is kind of like chaos on the negative
Yeah.
end. So
Chaos.
right. So if the South Node is in Scorpio, it's almost like you're kind of drawn to the darkness and chaos and being,
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah.
freaked
Yeah,
out.
and
I
you
don't
have to
know
let
how to
that go.
describe it. Right. And
Yeah,
you gotta like let that go and transform to the more stable,
yes.
peaceful life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you have to. Yeah, it's true. this constructive thinking, it's very important for when you're not as in, I mean, it's always important, but for sure when you have it, because then you get more lessons to it if you don't. Okay, then we're Gemini.
Yeah. I have,
And that's,
um,
yeah.
I'm sorry. All right, go ahead. No, because I have my notes
Yeah.
here and I have my book here, but I had something else on my phone and now I lost it. But go ahead, you can go while I look for
Oh,
it.
yeah, you look for it. So,
Okay.
so if you still, yeah, if it's from Taurus, you can still tell. Okay. Anyhow, and okay, the Buddha is actually represented for the moon node, the lunar node in Taurus, like the peaceful, wealthy, like satisfied, person, because he's gone through transformation from Scorpio, and then he finds his peace, and that's actually a bit symbolic for the lunar node in Taurus. Okay, yeah. Now Gemini. For Gemini, the it's important to then you come from Sagittarius, and in Gemini is more Sagittarius is like a higher visions. You're looking for high ideals, for a lot of freedom, and you go your way. You have your own. You have your arrow pointed at one point, and it's that way and nothing else, and you know what to do. So you're coming from that kind of life, and that and now this lifetime you should be more practical, day-to-day life, and you have to be more a member of between other people, and being objective, not really like so much opinionated, like okay, she has that point of view, he has that point of view, so you take the best of it. It's not this time, it's not so important that you want to go for your opinion and your truth, but more like dealing with other people's visions and learning how to deal with it, which does not how to deal with it, which does not mean you have to take them over. That's something different. It's not what and you have to adjust in worldly life. You have to learn to communicate, because coming from Sagittarius, you're like extremely bold and straightforward, and without tact most of the time. They just say it
Right.
like it is. And in Gemini, you need to be more refined. Use your tact, your diplomatic skills, diplomatic skills,
Mhm.
and to deal with others. And most of the time, some people with the moon, the lunar not in Gemini, they like to live in cities, because the city life is kind of appeals to them. And but they choose. In one point in their life, they can choose: shall I live in the countryside or shall I live in the city? And you have to feel for yourself what's good. But Gemini is more related to city, and Sagittarius is more related to wild nature. But now in these wild times, I think wild nature is maybe the most peaceful thing
Place. Yeah,
to
I agree.
escape to. So you have to, you can listen, but maybe anyhow. Okay.
Um,
Yes, you.
so this is why I didn't want to lose this because I thought it was really important. Okay, so Gemini, the North Node is in Gemini now. It went in there a couple months ago.
Yes,
I
it's
forget
now
when.
for, yeah,
Yeah, North Node is in Gemini, South Node is in Sag, right?
yeah,
And one thing I looked up said that so North Node in Gemini, what the lessons you have to learn, what you struggle with, is a tendency to hold on to beliefs and opinions without gathering all the facts.
yes,
And it's
exactly. Better,
and look at where
well
we
said.
are right now. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like astrology is for real. You people
Yeah,
need to know it's for real.
yeah. And that's why we have this, and that's also so less emotions go to the facts. And why, in which time are we listening? Everybody is over emotional, and they're killing each other for not even knowing what is
And
what
they don't
is the
even
real.
right. They don't
Yeah,
even have all the facts. And they're just
yeah,
making opinions and decisions without
yeah,
knowing. Yeah, yeah, yep.
yeah,
Because I read that and I was
yeah.
like, holy shiznit.
It is like
It's
that.
real.
Yeah, actually, it's excellent said. And yeah, so leave the emotions, go to the facts, and be light of it. Okay, this is the fact. Whatever you do with it, this is just a fact. And yeah, if you lose yourself in emotions, that is what a Gemini does. No emotions. So anyhow, yeah, it's excellent. And I have here,
Yeah. And it
yeah,
said that
more.
they'll run right through others because of their feelings.
Yes.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
that's like where we are as a people right now. I don't
That's
have all
very
the facts. This
exactly
is my
our.
opinion, and I'm going to take you out because I feel this way.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
True.
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, it's more use your logic thinking and neutral without yes, no blind faith. Like what do people be? They believe blind faith in the media, and
Yeah.
that's exactly what we should not do. And they have still a strong intuition from life before, but they have to use it in their daily practical life. So that's what I see here also. And they have to make maybe they like to be on themselves, alone, away from people, but in within the lunar node in Gemini is more like, okay, explore your environment, go talk with people, chit chat here and there. It's and that is more like feeling comfortable with your environment around you, whatever that means. You don't need to go deep always. You just have to enjoy company, whatever what it may be. So
Yeah. That
yeah,
you should learn to listen to others.
yes,
That's what I
yeah,
mean. You should learn to listen to others and have
yeah,
deep and intelligent communication
yeah,
instead
yeah,
of just throwing dogma. Literally said dogma at other people.
yes. Oh, we
Let
are
those people
okay.
reacting. Am I
Yes.
going?
No, you're not gone yet. You were just
Okay.
froze a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Mm. Yeah, and you have to. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. Okay. Then we go for. That's what I have from
Yeah.
Gemini.
Oh wait, and the
Okay.
South Node is in what?
Sagit-
Sagittarius. Oh yeah, why did I forget
Sagittarius.
that? That's where we're at.
Yeah. 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 That
Yeah.
is like you used to be like have dealing with great ideals, strong opinions. You go for your goal, and
Mm-hmm.
everything on your way has to be moved because you
Moved.
have that goal.
Yeah.
You most of the time you don't
My
care
ideas are
about.
the best and I'm going to get it. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I don't
Yeah.
care about other people's feelings.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, just yeah, most of the time they're bold, straightforward, no tact, no diplomacy. They
Yeah.
just do what they want to do. But they're free loving people, so they don't care about rules of society. So they have a lack of society. They need to go wild and free. So they love nature and they can escape for a long time in nature and love to be they love to be on their own. So yeah, and that is more Sagittarius minded. And but this is not what with your South Node there. You have to try to let it go and use that freedom in another way. The free this
Right.
yes, spirit of freedom. Yes. Okay. Okay. There we are. Now it's Cancer.
Okay. Oh, my dog
So
is crying. She wants to go out.
ah.
You have to wait. Oh, I can text my son to come get her.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Okay, so Cancer is about when you're the moon not in the lunar node in Cancer. Or those comments.
I know. It's like a New Jersey value girl. It's weird.
Yeah.
I don't know where I'm
Okay.
from. All right, go
The
ahead.
family emotions, and we need to be priority when your lunar node is in Cancer. It means in the life before you had great social position or fame of very important life of prestige, and this life you have to not strive for a high position, but most of the time in the beginning of your life you still want to be feel that important, that you feel like you are more than other people, but you have to relax and just feel comfortable with your family life and learn to acknowledge your feelings. But in the life before, you were going for your ambition, and whatever was on your way, you just forget your ambition was the most important thing. So you forget maybe your family or your friends because you wanted to reach your goal. And you didn't, and you learned not how to deal with emotions or with caring. And this lifetime, it's more important to take the responsibility for your family around you, nourishing yeah, yourself, your emotion. You have to get in touch more with your deep roots, your emotional
Yeah.
roots. That's most important. And instead of only being in the mind, you have to go deep in your roots and dig and do on self-reflection. More going inward instead of outward is what I have.
Yeah.
Um,
And I think
and-
it's like, well, I guess because it's the opposites, right? But because cancer is very emotional, you know,
yes.
and caring, and I think of it as like, oh,
Yes.
it's
Oh, yeah, yeah.
cancer, yeah. And Capricorn's like harsh and you know what I mean, serious, and this is, and
Yeah.
although Beaufort is not serious, and yeah, and so it's like it's just weird. It's like polar opposites, you know what I mean? And it's like, so like in your past life, at some point, you were very serious and harsh and strict and
Yeah, and
rules.
Spartanic and things like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
ascetic and Spartanic.
society. Yeah,
Yeah,
and then it's like, so now this life you're supposed to try to be more emotional and caring towards others and not care about that and care about,
yeah,
family. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And most of the time they resist a long time because they feel not worthy. They think I'm not important when I'm not having a career or something. But actually, it's like they can have still work, of course, but their priority is at home with their emotion. And sometimes those people they have maybe in the beginning of their life still a career, but that's not satisfying. And then when they find out, they discover their emotional or they fall in love and they marry and they feel the love and they discover the care for family. They are great then in nourishing and yeah, fine, yeah, and sharing their their family, a small environment, people who are just around them. Yes. Okay,
But
that's what I have. Yeah.
so I just want to say real quick though, I am going to, because the more I read about this and the more I got into it, it can actually, depending on like if they're squaring any
Yeah.
certain planets and stuff like that, like you can almost kind of dig into what happens in your past life, at least one of them, or at least the
Yes.
most recent. So yeah, I'm gonna try to really. I mean, it's gonna take a while because I have a million things to do all the time. But yeah, and hopefully
Yeah.
maybe we can talk about it one day.
Yeah, true. It's yeah,
It's
that's
really
also
cool. Like
something.
the lunar nodes are way cooler. I mean, I always thought they were
Yeah.
cool, but now they're like way cooler than I thought.
Yeah, they're very cool. They're very
Yeah,
cool. It's very important because then you meet actually because those obstacles you meet with your lunar node actually they're built in your whole chart. You come them in different houses or planar connections. You meet them again. So soon, go for spots. Yeah, I need to know if I know his moon lunar node. I will know because
yeah,
I don't know what he is. He
yeah.
has to give
I
me.
don't know what he is. I don't know what he is either. I don't know when he comes up.
Oh, this is my past life, he says. What is your past life? What does your sign, Bovan?
He's a Capricorn, remember?
Oh, Capricorn. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Nice.
I want to dig into his
But
psyche
that's,
because
yeah, the signs. But this is very much linked to signs. It's more like, okay, like he tries to, yeah, yeah. For as far is a lot of humor, but he has a lot of science. Is he not a scientific profession? As in, doesn't do something in science?
I think
Science?
it's computer science, but I'm not
Ah,
sure.
computer science. Yeah.
All
Okay.
right, we're gonna have a live cast on Beaufort.
Okay.
We're gonna decipher Beaufort.
Okay. Capricorn. Yeah. Yeah.
Very clever.
Yes, clever Capricorn. Ex- okay.
Okay.
Okay. So yes, yeah, that's it. So they
I
have
think
to
you
come
did
in
it.
touch
Yeah.
with their feelings.
Yeah.
Um, that's it. He has a big imagination, so he must have a lot related to cancer, maybe, or like a water sign at least. Okay, that's it.
Okay.
Okay, and I come, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. I think Cancer and Capricorn are done.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now we go
I think
to.
right. Right. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. We did it right.
You did it, Cancer, eh?
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, coming from Capricorn, yeah, Capricorn is then Lil. Yeah, that's responsible. That's for later. But anyhow, okay, that's it. And then we go to Leo, and
Yeah.
Leo. What I have here for Leo is they have to develop a strong self-esteem, like the
Mhm.
power. They have to discover their inner power, like and their creativity. So, like Christ has a moon and a lunar node in Leo, so she discovered her power and
Oh
her
wow.
inner. Yeah, I mean, she always had it already, um, and
That's what I was laughing at.
yes, because
Courtney.
you only did not.
I I know.
Okay. Um, they have to they have to create their own life at some time, at some point in the life. They have to say enough is enough. They come from
Hmm.
Aquarius. It's also like being a part of taking too much care for your friends, or being too much influence from other
The
people
group.
around.
Yeah.
And so they have to come to their individuality, and they say, okay, enough is enough. I'm going to create my own life, and I want what I want, and I will go for it. And I think as long as I know, as we know Christ, like she has self-actualized her lunar node already in Leo, I think,
Oh yeah. I do
because yeah,
too.
she is totally a powerful woman,
And
and the
independent.
yes,
Yeah.
independent, and she's totally herself. So like she expresses herself like she is. She developed, yeah, this, and also she can be a very good leader probably, because Leo is also leadership. I mean, leadership in she has found her own authenticity and authority, because for because if you come from Aquarius, you are used to give your authority to groups. Like now in the society, the government has the
Right.
authority, and we forget all about our own authority. So that is an extreme negative way of identifying with the group's norm, and not with your own values. But
Yeah.
Leo is is more related to individuality and creativity. Like they have their own ideas, and they create their own life on their own way, and they yeah, have a lot of then their life is actually nice, because they get a lot of gifts. I mean, they're like and that's like they can live a little bit if they reach their point, like yeah, the wealth they earn by being themselves, um,
Yeah.
kind of thing, I can see. Yeah,
It said
so
that they may struggle with relying too much on others, or
yeah,
not like being afraid of attention, being afraid to stand out.
yes,
But you know, and that's their lesson in life, is to take their own power, be
yeah,
independent, not
yeah,
be a leader, really, to be seen
yeah,
as who they are.
yeah. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, and now they have to be able to in the
I know.
staying in the center. A lion likes to stay actually be on stage, and
Yeah.
yeah, so they have to shine. They shine and shine, shine. Wait, how is the song? Shine and shine, shine and rise, shine and rise. It's kind of with Leo, lunar, not a Leo, and most of the time they get a lot of presents in their life. I don't know if that's true, but somebody told me if you have lunar not in Leo, your presents come to you very easily. So is that true,
Presence
Christ?
comes in. Yeah, she gets
Yeah.
presents, man. I
Yeah, I
want a
think, yeah,
worm.
she's,
I want a
yeah, and they have
worm.
a deep love. They have to develop a quality for a deep, passionate love, and I think she finds her love. As far
Yeah,
as
me
we
too.
know, she has to find.
I know.
So,
It's so sweet.
yeah, it's very nice. Hmm.
Um, yeah, yeah, it just said that we can easily actually all of us lose touch with our own
Yeah.
heart. And so they have to learn to stay true to their heart and be self-confident. And
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah. That is the self-confidence is also house. That's it.
and
And
that
then we're going to Virgo.
um
Yeah.
I was gonna say, oh, but all of
Yes, you get a lot of gifts. See? Mhm.
it but all of it is like you said, like like the Leo King calls your destiny your ultimate
Yeah.
happiness. So
Yes.
it's like if you can learn your life lessons and follow the North Node, which is that's what it does, is trying to push you forward to evolve,
Mhm.
then you get to achieve the ultimate happiness while you're here.
Yes, and that's the point. Wherever your lunar notice, if you find that, you have your ultimate happiness, and then you actually really centered because that's you're meant to be. So you're
Yeah,
then in your center, and when you're in your center, nothing can harm you. Even the life circumstances we live in now. I mean, you still find your way because you have a strong self. You build up strong self confidence. Um,
yeah, and so like
yeah.
I had a messed up dream about this bullshit going on.
Yeah.
So terrible. It's awful. And so God forbid it happens. But but yeah, like so in the dream, like a lot of us, it sucked because we were dying, but we were standing like we were dying with our dignity. We were dying say like standing up for what we believed
Truth.
in, what was right. You know what I mean? And even though it like sucked, it wasn't like scary or bad. It was almost like happy, even though it
Yeah, we
was
surrendered. Yeah.
terrible. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Oh, I had also nightmare. Oh, we had also to flee and I was
Yeah.
of course running. They were already there, like me. I was like distracted by something, typical me. And my God, they're leaving. They're on the boat. I'm not on the boat. And I was like, ah! And I was like, really. I woke up totally in panic. Oh my God, I missed the boat. I mean, that's a
Yeah.
symbolic dream. I said, oh my God, no, how dare they? I was so angry. Oh,
Yeah. No,
yeah, it
my
was
dream
actually.
like FEMA camps and everybody was in, I mean nobody specifically was there, but everybody was in yellow jumpsuits and I had to get my head shaved. They shaved everybody's head.
Oh yeah,
Like,
oh my God.
oh my God, it was terrible. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. And I haven't watched no World War II movies lately or anything like that. So
Yeah, true. It's
it was like, yeah, and it was rainy and muddy and oh, it was just awful. Like, and you know what? That's what I mean. It wasn't even, I mean, people were being shot in the head for saying no to, I don't know what we were saying no to, but yeah, they were killing us. And, and, yeah, it was really bad. And, but like I said, like everybody was just like getting killed one by one, but it was because everybody was like, no. But it wasn't like, I mean, it was really bad, but it was like, it gave me like a good, this sounds so sick. It did actually give me like a good feeling, like people are going to say no. You know
yes.
what I mean? Like it's gonna, no matter how bad things are get, some people are still gonna say no. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I had also that kind of dream.
I
Oh
know,
my
crazy.
God, I have. Yeah, I was not in time, so probably they could escape, and I was there. Okay, I'm. Yeah, they got me, or something like that. I say, oh, I was trying to find a place to hide because I was also escaping from something. So,
Yeah, they shaved
but
my damn head, Christine.
oh my God,
I'm
yeah,
mad.
the lefty, that. So, and I
I
didn't
was like,
think,
this is
yeah,
some
for me it's like, come
bullshit.
on. I didn't recognize the faces though, so maybe, but I think,
Yeah,
oh
I
my
didn't
God,
either.
they left. Mm.
I didn't
just
recognize any faces either. So I'm hoping it was like kind of like I was watching Dream. You know what I
yeah,
mean? I
yeah,
don't know. Yeah, because yeah,
yeah.
I don't want to be at
Okay.
the FEMA camp. I don't want to go there.
Okay, yeah, it's gonna be a rough month. We can, yeah, like we can maybe say on the end the predictions for this month, October, but that's yeah, it
Oh
was
yeah.
bound to happen actually. But still, you see a lot of more people are waking up anyhow. But the most difficult are the one who are. It's not like Gerard says. It's not the system. It's the people who
Who support the system?
yeah, support the system. That's the problem. System never works if the people don't comply.
Right. That's what I was saying last week. Like if all of us just said
Yeah,
no, we're not, the stores
yeah,
are not going to go out of business over a mask. They're not.
yeah,
They're not going to lose millions of dollars. Like when everybody rushed out and grabbed stuff, everybody could have rushed out and grabbed stuff and then been like, okay, well, we're not shopping. We have everything
yeah, yeah. It's
we need
yeah,
for a month. It took a loss like that, a whole month of people not
yeah.
buying stuff, you know?
It's crazy. Yeah.
But yeah,
In Canada, there's also the apple picking orchids. They are, yeah, no, they're no workers, but because everywhere there is food, there is corona. That's what the media says. Totally nuts. So the people can't find. So the farmers they can't find people to come and harvest the apples or whatever fruit it is. So they just stay there, or they ask people can come individually, but then they ask a lot of money. But it's crazy. Everything rots on the ground. Like nobody's picking up these apples. Like the food is just abundant enough, but you're not
yeah,
allowed to harvest it. So I
yeah.
didn't. As far as I know, but I have to read my news in an from Belgium. I don't know because yesterday on Del 3 I heard from oh wow, so many doctors for Belgium are doing effort to stop these stupid rules. And didn't know that. I have to read that.
Oh, really?
To know it from Del Victory, and I'm from Belgium. So whatever that's what you say, I have to listen to news from other places to know what's going on in Belgium. Yeah, okay.
Well,
Because
to get actual news in America, you have to go to like Al Jazeera or RT, or you have to go somewhere
yeah,
out of the country to get the real news about your own country.
yeah, actually, it's true. It's
This is
crazy.
such a crazy world. Oh my God. I
Ah,
can't
such a
believe it's
crazy.
real. Like every day I'm like, oh my God, this is not real. Like, is this really
Yeah, yeah, it's
happening?
impossible.
And like comprehend, like, yeah, you're living in an insane asylum. You're okay too. Just, you know what I mean? Because it's crazy. Every day I'm like, am I crazy or is this real? Like, it's nuts.
Yeah,
It's so
it's
crazy.
yeah, and yeah, that's like all those people are in hypnosis on the
Mm-hmm.
power of an hypnosis. Actually, black magic. That's actually black magic. But
Yeah.
people actually, it's a kind of black magic what the government does do, of what the media does. That's black magic, because there. I mean, if you have common sense, even my family, I thought they had more common sense. No, no,
Nope.
everything was nope, hopeless, hopeless. Oh yeah. Oh my God, I had a nightmare of them. Oh, and I woke up because energy, I can feel that, and I was like attack, and I was like arrows my heart was full of arrows, and my head was full of arrows, and that's energy. You can feel that.
Right.
Oh my God, I have to clear myself this day. Yeah, and it's not that I imagine it because I feel that, and it's like. Okay, and I say, forgive, I forgive my brothers, I forgive my sisters, I forgive everything, and also myself. That's a mantra I do sometimes when I'm getting too much angry or too upset with the situation. Then you have to forgive, because then if you forgive, the divine energy takes over. They
Yeah.
they they take over your trouble and they will deal with it. So and because nobody can escape the karma anyhow.
No.
So, but it's not for us to do that. It's for the divine. I mean, and the lighters do that, because when there is darkness, it's not even like they destroy the dark, but they just put the light on darkness, and darkness disappears, just like it.
Right.
So okay, now you have the Virgo, and when your Virgo is house 6, and and house 6 is about your daily life, your health, and your how efficient your organize your daily life, your work, how meticulous you are, how if your eye for detail, discretion, and all that kind of stuff. And being alert, down to earth, and focused on your daily life. And they come from Pisces, and Pisces is
I'm sorry. Did Courtney just say a halo?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. My halo's kind
Okay.
of
Hey,
broken.
I have you.
I got one, but it's kind of crooked. I'm working on it.
We have one. Yeah, well, oh, that is a kind of halo.
Yeah, that's true.
Everybody has. Then we have that.
Everybody has a halo. I'm working on it. Oh my God. I'm sorry.
Yeah, all rules are stupid. Anyhow, rules are stupid, and so you
All
need
right.
you need to develop
Can you go down?
skills to run your life in an efficient and practical way, and use your creativity in daily matters. Um, but I come from the Pisces, and from Pisces they lose themselves in dreaming, daydreaming, in dreaming of another life. Then they forget actually to do their daily chores, or what you call, or they don't know how to start them. I know I have some 2 or 3 people I know, and they have that, and they always mess up, and they have their whole day at home, and whole their house is a mess. Everything is like no structure, no order. You don't know where to find anything. And they have the moon knot in Virgo, but they come from Pisces. So I think, what did you do all the day? How is this room such a mess? What are you doing? Uh,
And my
um,
dog's like, really?
and anyhow, yeah, but that's okay. So, and then also they eat most of the time too much junk food. Also true, because those people I know, they eat junk food and sugar, and they don't, yeah, they don't cook most of the time, and they take everything from the fridge and things like that. And they have to develop this. Also, they believe everything. So if they go to, they don't take their life in their own hands. So they go to healers of their victim, and they're still in victimship, victimness, right?
Victimhood.
Playing victimhood,
Yeah.
and they go to all kind of healers instead, and those people should go to a practical healer, but then they go to those, yeah, new age healers, I would say, and between, I mean, not want to talk bad of it, but for them it's just like they have to be practical, because then they go again, and they go too far with everything in their mind, in their imagination. Although the problem is just clean your room, for example, but then they go for totally other things. I say first 2 things, and then I mean, like, they don't know their priorities, or they have, yeah, a little very inefficient. But they have to learn to find structure in everything, in their mind, in their environment, to order their own life a little bit, to make it more
Yeah.
going.
That's what I
That's
said. They're like disorganized and like do things haphazardly and don't really have any structure, like everything you
Yeah,
said. And that's what to achieve happiness, they have to bring some structure and
yeah,
routine to their life and take care
yeah,
of themselves
yes,
better. Not just
yeah,
like their like with their environment, their psyche and their health.
yes.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's true. And then, yeah, and when they're sick, they think like they're going to die, so they cry, or whatever. And instead of, yeah, okay, okay, I'm sick, I'm going to eat more healthy, I'm going to do this. They have to learn self-discipline and purify their body. Also, most of the time, they're very unhealthy lifestyle. And but they have still the forgiving. They can still have the good qualities of forgiving.
That was a good one.
From Pisces. Pisces can forgive, so they have that quality. So yeah. Anyhow, so that's what I have from Virgo. Mhm.
Yeah, I didn't have much more than that. And plus my dog is
I think it's,
being crazy.
yeah,
She wants attention.
Yeah.
Oh, it said that they should try to establish limits for themselves, like boundaries
Yes.
for themselves and others,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
develop a more focused mind.
Yes. Focus is very important. Yeah. Yeah. And then we go to Libra.
We need to
Libra.
develop more focus, although we've been doing good on this one.
Yeah, today it's quite good. I mean, quite quick. Normally we're still in house 3, and now you're like,
Yeah.
okay, we're already in house 6. It's gone. And then today we're in, no, today, I mean, we're now Libra. Libra is actually the sign of relationship, of connecting with others, working in team, working for
Wait,
others.
no, Libra is 7.
Yeah, Libra is 7.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Libra is
Okay.
7. That's that's for relationships and for teamwork and learning to live with others.
No. Do you read that one?
No, I don't dye my hair blue.
Yeah, I'm not dyeing my hair blue. That's
Me
crazy. No
neither. I
way.
don't. I have here a little bit. No, here a little bit gray. I
It's
think. Oh, there's
taken
more
me,
dark.
yeah, it's taken me like what, 15 years to accept the fact that I'm going gray? No. We're staying with the gray now.
Yeah. Okay. And so we are now in Libra. So Libra has to learn to first give importance to other people, sacrifice a little bit, I mean, their own needs, their own their own desires, and look first for others, or try to listen to others for sure, and to work together, to compromise. They have to learn to compromise, and to learn to deal with each other. And most of the time it's also when they see all what the tragedy is, but lunar note in Libra is they see all what they want and what they desire. They see all those fulfillments by other people, and they seem always to miss the boat. And I have that very much. I think, oh my God, I wanted that too. Oh my God, I wanted that too, and it didn't happen. And then they have to overcome it, and they have to just forget actually their self-centeredness. So they have to give importance to others, and when they forget themselves, relations of whatever comes more easily to them. So when they don't put themselves first, that's
Yeah, that's what I had that so they rely on themselves too much and alienate others.
Yes.
And don't take others into consideration, so they can have like an attitude or be impulsive and impatient.
Yeah. Yes.
And what is it?
And they have to be more like.
I'm sorry, it's just they have to learn to I guess respect or I guess be patient of the needs of others and to work together.
Yes, and to see their point of views too. Just giving space for others too. And okay,
Wait a
my hair
minute.
is white actually too.
Your hair's white too?
My hair is white too. It's
Oh, I
now a
thought
bit
it was
yellow.
blonde.
It's
Oh,
blonde,
okay.
but actually, yeah. But now with the light, if in the daylight it's more light. But now in the spring, it's more blonder in summertime, and in the winter gets also a little bit darker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, anyhow, but now maybe not anymore. I don't know. But anyhow, just Libra needs to connect and to first the others, then themselves. But at one point when they just give up always striving for what they want, then what they need comes to them. So then also they will give at one point they understand that yes, it's not about yourself, but it's about the others and yourself too, but the whole. Then they learn to then they have really beautiful relationships. and so that's actually their destiny, but I'm still working on it. So just
Oh,
about
your
time.
lunar node is in Libra?
In Libra, my lunar node is in Libra,
Oh, okay.
but in 10, so that's also not
Okay.
in the Capricorn now. So I need to, yeah, and then
Yeah.
my Venus is also in 10. So it means actually you only find your partner when you take responsibility for some, goal, or what is your goal in life. When you take responsibility and you work towards it, then you will meet your partner, something like that.
Okay.
Yes.
I was gonna say, because
So
you're patient and you know,
I learned it, so I don't. Yeah, I
yeah.
don't. Yeah, but also I like in house 10. I'm coming from far. I like to be at home. I like to be homey and cozy, and just chit chatting and just being in the. I like that too. But I'm also like, okay, and I'm enough from home. I have to go now. I need to go outward. Um,
Oh, but you know what's funny? You know what's great? Because you know, Courtney's like stories about when she goes her disputes when she's shopping for not wearing a mask. And I think she said that her North Node is in Libra, and it said that she has to be patient and cooperative with others. It's so
oh,
funny.
North is in Libra too. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, that is so funny. Like, okay, I don't think that's happening.
Yeah. We need patience and like yeah,
Yeah, she
kind
has
of
no patience for people who are like, put your mask on. She's like, no, that's
fire
great.
your desire. I'm your Venus. I'm your fire, your desire.
Desire.
Yeah, I love that song. Okay. Um, Anyhow, that's Libra, and it's not easy because you see. I mean, I know. I feel like, oh my God, I wanted that too. Oh, and then it's like you feel like all your is passing by you, and you're just miss the boat. That's maybe why I dreamed about. I missed the boat again. I missed the boat, but it's just like I should not take care. The thing is, don't take so much importance on yourself because universe will take care of you. But if you take care of others, then your needs will be fulfilled too. It's more or less like this. But of course, you have to be on your path. It's not like others have to tell you what to do, but it is like, okay, this is where I'm good in, so I'm going for it, and I forget about myself in a way. But there's always a balance. It's never about neglecting. I mean, all those notes never say neglect yourself or forget about it, but
No.
the balance is the priority is a bit on something else. That's very important to say because some people think um, um, yeah, what did it say?
Yeah,
I
we're not
missed it.
going back.
It
It says that you
says,
need to be
forget about
patient and
yourself,
cooperative with
Courtney.
others.
Yeah,
How about that one?
forget about yourself, think about the others, and then things will be all right. Anyhow, in a
Drop
way.
the
But still,
attitude.
yeah, grateful. Thanks. And yeah. Oh, I did karaoke
Weird.
once. I was in Canada, and you know what song I sing? Wait, I was on a. It was I'm so excited. I don't know how to hide it. I was
No,
in
I'm so
Canada and
excited.
I ended
I
up
just
in a
can't hide it.
karaoke.
And that one.
Yeah, I ended up in a karaoke. And it was fun because I was there, I was looking where am I did and I had to stay somewhere place and I stayed there like kind of rough, not rough, a nice place, and then okay, what to do? So I went there to kind of cafe, bar, whatever, and it was a karaoke, and it was so funny. And say, hey, come on stage, and I loved it. It was really that's Leo. It was
Yeah,
that was
not
nice.
me. I was like terrified. And then I was
Oh no,
like,
but
and everybody
yeah.
was like, yeah, you shouldn't do karaoke. And I was like, I know, I told you I shouldn't do karaoke.
No,
That was
but it was
terrible.
fun because it was like, oh yeah, it was. Yeah, that was nice actually. But now I think I would be too much. I don't know if I would dare it now because it was like a little bit. We are so exhausted and it was so much fun. And I was alone. I think I don't know. Was I alone? I think yes. I was going to somewhere, got stuck somewhere, and okay, I stayed there. That is if I travel, and I always get stuck somewhere. If you travel with me, there is always adventure. I'm guarantee.
I know.
Always.
No,
Always.
as the world, stops being an idiot, we can go out somewhere.
Yeah, true. Uh,
Right now with
okay, yeah.
travel, I'm worried because like you never know. They could pull their bullshizzle at any moment and then you're be stuck somewhere. And then what if I'm like stuck for months somewhere without my kids? Like that would be a nightmare. Like,
Yeah, true.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
so it's like you can't do nothing. You literally, you know,
Yeah.
it's like just
Yeah, it's
prepare to
true.
hide in the woods for 2 years. That's all you can do.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, but no, I was once stuck. I was in Indonesia. So, and we were in a bus and we did a long, long drive. It's me and my friend, and then and the drive was from Sumatra to Malaysia. And we went there. And of course, it was a bus, like a rough bus, and it was in the mountains. I was so sick, turning, and get really seasick in a car. I was okay. I have to get out. I have to get. I'm just vomiting everything. I couldn't. And then the bus stopped. Okay, you can go out and go for to the bathroom. But there was like a bathroom was like a hole in the ground or whatever. It was super dirty. And okay, me and my friend went out, and I think I told it. And okay, and then I was relieved. So, okay, I have to rest here for a while because I'm so dizzy. And
I don't know what they're
and
talking
then
about. I don't want to look. I don't want to go through the comments later. Go ahead. Just keep going.
and okay, and then okay, the bus disappeared. The bus disappeared, and everywhere I say, okay. And then my friend said, "Oh, what to do now? We're stuck. So, yeah, we may be stuck in this place forever. We need to find a tribe here, a tribe, and to find maybe we have to build our lives here." So
Oh
it's like that.
yeah, you
We're in
were
the middle
telling
of
me
nowhere.
before. Yeah, you were like, okay, I'm gonna have to find a native husband and learn how to cook
Yeah,
their food.
I said, yeah, what to do? What to do? We need to have, I need to have food. I need to live. And my friend said, "You're crazy." So what are you doing? So anyhow, then a nice out of the nowhere, an angel came and he said, "What are you doing here?" So yeah, the bus left, and anyhow, and then we went. Okay, and then he took us to the where our bus was to the boat where we need to take a boat and just always everything went right. It's like that's like actually just letting it go because at that
Yeah,
time I was younger. Say I don't know what to do, and if you surrender it, solutions are always there. Just a
yeah.
matter of, and that's
And I think
the
that's the best vacations, like when you just go somewhere and don't plan anything. Like,
yeah, that's true.
yeah, I'm gonna go like to the small town and I'm just gonna walk around and hopefully meet somebody and you know what I mean? And we'll have fun and they'll tell me where the cool places are and it's so much better than being
It's
like,
better.
we're gonna
Yeah.
go to this place today with these people and this person says, you know what I mean? Like I want to know what it's really like, not what your program
Yeah.
provides, Yeah.
Yeah.
They're the best.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like that. You have to life is exploring. It's like yeah, then yeah, it's long too long. And yeah, I need to travel again. Like, I miss it anyhow. And no, I like that. And it's always I don't
Say
I
it,
say what I'm
bad
really
things.
called.
I don't want to look. I know. Every time I look, I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, what kind of so anyhow, no, life is just go and go with the flow and so it will work out anyhow that was about yeah we were with Libra,
I
lost at
know it.
Libra. Mhm.
Oh yeah, wait, because you said something earlier and then you said something again. And I wanted to mention something real quick. So, um, wait, damn it. What was I gonna say? Oh, okay, wait, I remember. Right. So like you do have to find yourself, especially in this world, because most of us don't know ourselves. And to be honest, like I don't like fully know myself yet. Like, I've been learning it over the years, and that's one of the reasons why I think we're supposed to live way longer, especially in a world like this, because we don't we're so bombarded with the outside that we don't
Yes,
get to know ourselves on the inside.
yes.
So to a certain extent, like selfish and self-centered, right? You have to be
Mhm.
selfish where you have to learn yourself and you have to take care of yourself first. But you can't be self-centered where you ignore all the other people around you because they have feelings too. And like like my thing is always like, I wouldn't want someone else to feel that way. So I'm not going to do that. You know, and like, I don't like how it feels. So I
Yeah,
wouldn't
true. That's
make someone
normally,
else feel that way. Yeah. So like, you know, with anything really in life, like you have to know yourself and take care of yourself, but you shouldn't do it at the expense of others. Does that
no.
make sense? So I
Yes.
explain. Right?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
the thing. Yeah. You should never, yeah. It's always do what you want, but don't hurt others. Like, yeah, don't.
Right.
Mhm. So that's Libra. Then we go to Scorpio.
That's
And
me.
yeah, that's there we go. Yeah.
I'm about
Scorpio again.
transformation. Yeah.
Yes,
My
yes,
turn.
Scorpio. That's the opposite from Taurus. When Taurus, you need to let go the difficulties and the troubles from life before. But here, you need to go in transformation. You need to go through. You let go your attachment to to things, to people. You have to be totally follow your guts instinct actually, and transform something. um, yeah, that's yeah. Uh-huh. And
It's
you need to
kind of
be.
accurate. I'll tell you that. Remember I said before, like I basically had to make a choice. Like, am I going to stay here and have nice things? Or am I just going to walk away from it all and start over?
Yeah,
Yeah. And I
yeah,
really
that's
gave
it.
a
And
pity party over it, but I got over it. And I'm
yeah,
actually way happier and I have way less than I did. So
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
better.
It's like that. You have to go. You have to go for your. Don't be attached to people, to things, to. You have to follow your guts instinct basically, and you need to and you need not to be fixed on your identities. Also, because you have your fixed values coming from Taurus, you need to let it go and need to go to the explore the unknown. Like instead of a fixed religion, you need to be open to a more open spirituality, for example. So they go to transformation processes. That's kind of but they have always the thing is they might have big fears because for the unknown, because if you go to a transformation process, it's you don't know where you begin and you don't know where it ends. um, but through that they have to go away alone on that path. They have to go alone on that path, and they have to be able to leave, yeah, the world behind to go in the
Yeah.
unknown.
That's what I did. It was hard.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
And
So
but the rewards paid off because
yeah,
I'm a crazy person and I'm okay with it. I like it.
yeah,
So I'm
yeah.
good.
Anyhow, no, but it's like you follow your path without. I mean, still your own. I mean, still you have your life, but you're. It's not like the easy, comfortable life, but it's more like, yeah, it's like
Real.
oh yeah, like you're going on how do you call this,
Yeah, the roller coaster.
the roller coaster. It's more like that,
Yeah.
but you jump on higher levels actually.
And you
We
know
have to
what's
see.
weird? Like I'm sure everybody feels it, but it's
Yeah,
like when I have to do something new, especially I mean, even just weird stuff like talking to somebody, you know what I mean? Like I don't
yeah,
know how to explain it, but like like even just to go like ask my boss for a day off or something, like I have to talk to authority, you know what I mean?
yeah,
And like my insides will literally like shake like, oh my god, I cannot talk to this person. I cannot, you know, like it's weird. I'm weird like that. And but then I just like go through with it. And once I go through with it, it's like, oh, that was nothing. Why'd I get myself so nervous and worked up for it? And I feel like so much better about myself because I keep like baby steps, but I'm conquering fears. You know what I mean?
yeah. That's also
Yeah.
typical. You have to conquer fears because yeah, with Scorpio, every and with baby step, when you do it, the thing is the idea of fear is much more fearful than just doing it.
Thing I
Yeah, that's you have to
Yeah,
go.
makes it so much worse.
Yeah, yeah. The mind
Yeah,
is the biggest enemy. Mind is always the biggest enemy, and yeah, that is. And what else? Mhm. And also they have to, yeah, they have to learn to go to with south node and Taurus. They're more used to an easy life, and they have to learn to not avoid pain and a crisis. They have to stand strong in and learn to overcome crisis by their own, and that makes them grow. They grow and higher and, yeah, deeper. And most of the time they develop then because they follow their transformation path. They're very strong intuition. Intuition. How do you say it? Intuition, I will call it here. Uh,
intuitive.
intuitive. Yeah, intuitive. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
intuitive.
Okay. That's
Pushing
and because
intuitive. Yeah,
that's the only thing they can trust. Yeah. Anyhow.
and then yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I think they're back to the butt
Um,
stuff. I'm not sure.
mm-hmm. Okay.
Your face. You were like a teacher, like, mm-hmm.
Oh,
But
oh my, that's my,
we're
that's
about
my
to hand out the
unconscious.
sentence.
That's okay. Yeah, I was a teacher. Naughty girls. Oh my God.
Yeah,
My old values come up like, that's wrong. Don't do that. You're naughties.
I told you. I knew it by the face. I was like, she's about to hand out a spanking. Actually, I shouldn't be saying that when they're all into that butt stuff. But anyway, yeah. So I had the same thing. You have to stop being too fearful and craving security and trust your instincts and intuition.
Yeah.
Loosen the grasp that you have on possessions and attachments to things.
Mhm.
And what else? Oh, it says they might experience difficulty in partnerships because they tend to bind to the other's values, and they need to, like, if they trust their own selves and their own instincts, then that makes them an actual better partner
Yeah.
than the other
But
way.
yeah, but in Scorpio, the relations is very strong and intense. I mean, if they have to really go deep, deep. They have to dare to dive in the ocean of, I mean, of in the river of passion, whatever. And Scorpio is also a lot of intensity and strong emotions and passion without control, without losing self-control, let us say, because it's not
Yeah,
about.
you know. Yeah, it's either a great relationship or psychotic. There's
Yeah, oh
no in
yeah,
between.
yeah. That's also Scorpio. You can end up with a serial killer. Yeah.
Yeah, it's either like we're gonna go psycho or we're gonna go to heaven. Which way you want to go?
Yeah, that's true.
All
No, I
right.
mean, yeah, I don't see so much. Yeah, if I see the comments, I get distracted, so I don't. I mean, if they relate to the topic, I will answer. But
No,
if they
they're not
don't,
related to the topic. I know that. I've seen a couple, and I
we
don't
don't
want to see
know.
them.
That's
Yeah,
you can
no,
have the
this would
fun.
be
Have
uncomfortable.
fun. That's it. Yeah.
Okay, Lori had my
Okay,
back.
then.
Mama Bear Lori had my back. I know that much. I saw that one.
Yes. The kung fu. Oh, and
Okay.
okay, he's behaving. Okay,
Yeah,
good. Someone
I
is
doubt it.
behaving. Good.
I don't trust.
Belt.
Okay,
And we're going, but now we have Sagittarius, and a lot of
Sagittarius
you people they have Sagittarius because it's people are born in 74, 70
and 75.
and 75. They have their
Yeah.
the lunar not in Sagittarius, so when so they Sagittarius, they come from Gemini, so they need to be focused on one goal and not get lost fragmented in 5 million things. They need to be more focused on one goal. And they should really also, they have to choose. They're used to, like, okay, this is one part, that's one part, and she has that idea, he okay, everything is okay for me, but actually for themselves they need to find for themselves, I go for this goal, and for me this it suits me best. So as long as they don't do that, they got lost, and they between choices, superficiality, and they yeah, they have difficulties to surrender to one goal, actually, because like a Sagittarius is pointed towards a goal and he goes for it, and so we should really go for it without doubting. um, and
Yeah.
because he's used to change with the wind, like if you come from Gemini, or think, okay, one day you think like this, the other day you think like this, and it changes all the time. But at one point you have to find your own, yeah, on your own truth, and you have to be actually truthful to your own truth, whether others agree or not agree. So they have to build up an own vision, and then and they have, most of the time they need to build up a higher ideal. Um, um, so they for a higher vision, and they have to go for it. Then, no matter how people think for it, so they have to go for their own goal. So that is what I have for, and when they follow when they're honest to themselves, instead of always going from, okay, I think I'd go with this person, then I go with this person, the truth will reveal for them, their path will open to them, and then there are a lot of qualities they will develop. Um, so they will walk the talk. Then the talk. Would you say they walk their talk? That is when the true note in Sagittarius, the people who find their goal, their life mission, and they will go for it. And then
I thought you left me first for a second.
okay,
No, I was gonna say they can be overwhelmed by information, like over mentally stimulated.
yes,
So it's hard for them to make a decision, like almost like a scatterbrain. It's too much
yeah,
information coming in. Um, I don't want to be mean. Can I be mean? I don't want to be mean.
yeah. Do
Don't
it,
take.
do it, do it,
Okay,
do.
do it. Yeah, Christine, she said do it.
Yes, go for it, go for it.
I'm not trying to be mean, right? So I hope he doesn't take this wrong. But you know how like Gerard like is always into a million different things and has like, you know, he's always watching this and this and that and this. It's
Yeah,
like he's
yes, that is,
overstimulated by information,
yes.
right? That's true, right?
But
Yeah.
he has true note in Sagittarius.
Yeah.
Yes, that's why he has 5 million viewpoints, and it
Yeah.
changes also more time. But he should, at one point, he has to find his own view,
Focus. Yeah.
high focus, and stay with it. But
Was that
yeah,
me? He might turn us off.
oh, I'm kidding.
Just calling it
Yeah,
like I
and
see
yeah,
it. What was I gonna say? Oh, but it said it can be difficult for them to commit themselves to any one thing, and
yes, true.
they need
Because
to
they have 5 million interests also. Everything is interesting for them. Kind of, because Gemini is multi-interested in, but oh, I'm cold here. Oh.
Oh, really? It's so
Yeah,
weird
it's
here.
here.
It's so cold in the morning, and then by the afternoon, it's like summer again,
Oh
and
no,
then it's
here
cold
it
at
was a
night.
rainy day. It was really cold or rainy and a lot of wind. It's extremely lot of wind. It was like a little bit stormy weather. So any wishy-washy, yes. So then if it then yeah, wishy-washy. And then you need to learn to focus and to go higher, to find his own spirituality also. And then his intuition will grow very strong anyhow. Or the intuition of Sagittarius is very strong, but it's very good for them to live in nature, to learn about the wild, to survive, and yeah,
Yeah,
actually, and they want to be free totally. So they don't like
yeah.
to be,
They don't like to be
and
told what to do.
yeah, so that is a good thing. But yes.
Um. Oh, and it said. See, now I lost it. Oh, it said that they can rely, like think too much and rely too heavily on logic, and they need to learn to like kind of let go and trust their intuition, because they could be missing out on a big adventure
Yeah.
and I guess the thrill of life or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stop being so practical.
Yes. Yeah. 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 They have to, their intuition. Yeah. Yeah. But they have to, yeah, they have to trust their intuition more than, yeah. They have to go deeper than their logic mind. They're very
Yeah.
good in logic, but then they have to go deeper. At one point, they have to let it go and let other information, um, yeah, get in, yeah, let sink in, other than sinking. But that's good. But meditation is good. It's actually is extremely good to get rid of too much fragmented focus on different things, and then you focus on the center, and everything falls away, or you can let it go, and then your own yeah, your own inspiration reveals it. Then that's what they have to reach, their own inspiration, and then everything settles by itself also, because they have to follow it. So yeah, more skin next time. It's winter. It's going
Yeah.
winter here.
I know.
Let's go in a
Yeah.
bathing suit.
Yeah.
So that is what I have of Sagittarius, and
Yeah. It says too that so if they you have to act bravely and I'm going for that.
I go back to the room with Sean.
I don't know.
Popcorn.
Oh, popcorn. Yeah. So they have to act bravely and impulsively on intuition and faith
Yes.
instead of logic and doubt. Yeah.
Yes, and that's good for them to explore other countries, to go to other cultures. So let's do a tour to India or to
Yeah.
Africa. Will be good. I mean, they will they enjoy it very much, and they will be once they start doing it, and that's anyhow. But they also exploring in books and reading totally different. Yeah, yeah, different ways of living, which actually he already does. uh, I have
Nothing really weird.
I have no shoes on.
Yeah, me neither.
Mark.
Me
Yeah.
neither.
Oh, yeah, take off your
And I'm
shoes.
working on a chair, so I don't have to
Yeah.
sit Indian style every time. Every time we're done, my from sitting Indian style, my legs are like,
Ah, yeah.
because they're like stuck like this for so
Yeah.
long. Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, then my legs start to sleep then, and when I get a cramp in my leg if I
Yeah.
sitting too long in that position. Okay, so that is about they develop divine wisdom. For Gerard, divine wisdom is their right for this life. They will have it.
Wait, which one?
Sagittarius.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't know if
So
we moved on.
if
Okay.
he's pissed off, he cannot be happy because that divine wisdom is his birthright.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Um, hello, Kinky. Okay, Capricorn.
Yeah, I don't know where they yet. Don't pay attention
Yeah,
to these things.
yes, I
I
don't know. They're
know.
talking among themselves.
Yes, and how unsupportive is that? These
Yeah,
guys are
because
supposed to be like all into this in the South nodes and stuff, and wanting to
they're
learn.
very serious working on it. Yeah, and
Yeah,
then at least in other live streams, we give comments to what he's talking about, but now here it's always about.
I read like a
Okay.
whole hour this week for you people. No, I'm kidding. It was a lot longer than that. A whole hour.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Anyhow. Yeah,
Okay.
they have to next time we're gonna ask we do some kind of test of that they do it well,
Yeah,
they
at the
listen well.
end, we're gonna ask questions. See who paid
Yeah.
attention.
Yes.
That's right.
Otherwise, yeah. And then you
And
have to,
I have I have no consequences if they don't pay attention.
yeah,
No
there's
threats.
you're dismissed, no class. You cannot go to
Yeah,
the
empty threats.
um oh. Right. Now we go to Capricorn. Capricorn is a serious sign. I mean, serious sign. It's more about becoming mature in a society which is totally immature, like now, which is
Mm-hmm.
lost in emotions and in childish behavior. Uh, it's extremely important to develop maturity and becoming an adult.
Yeah.
Uh, and taking being responsible for yourself, having self-discipline, and forget about losing yourself in a sentimental and emotional yeah in your emotions. You don't hide in groups, don't hide, but take responsibility and go for your goal. If you need to yeah, sometimes those people just don't want to pick up their own problems. They're always going to somebody else, like, oh, I don't know how to do this, I don't know how so they never try to learn to solve their own problems or take responsibility for what they want to do. So and therefore they're kind of always a little child. They're always looking for father figures or mother figures in both, and they're avoiding. They have a problem avoiding behavior. That's what they have. So
Girls with daddy issues. I had to
yes,
say it. I had to say it. I'm sorry. Okay.
yeah.
I know. That's so
Like a
mean.
society who needs a daddy, like the government does do whatever, like you
Yeah.
can see. So if you don't take your own responsibility, we can do whatever we want with you. It's kind of representing how we are, how life is now. Like
Yeah, that's why
society,
guys like girls with daddy issues. Yeah.
yes, daddy issues. We have all daddy issues.
Um,
Okay.
yeah, it did say that they can be too attached to their childhood and their
Yes.
past and
Yes.
like use that as a like a blame to
Yeah.
not take responsibility for their actions.
Yeah.
And yeah, and to reach their evolution, they have to take responsibility for their actions.
Yes.
Here they are.
Yeah. Yeah. Then don't hide. Yes. And okay. Uh, so they have to, yeah, they have to go outside of their house. They have to leave. For them, it's good actually to leave the family behind and start a totally other life. Sometimes away, totally far away from your family, maybe in another country, and then take your responsibility where you have to no other choice than building up your own life. Um,
Yeah,
okay.
it says to uh it's easier.
Mm-hmm.
No, I lost it. Something about they have to learn a balance between sensitivity and responsibility
Yes.
and
Yeah.
not get lost in their emotions or whatever. And yeah,
Yeah.
basically, like you said, instead of always looking back and blaming, to look forward and take
Yes.
responsibility.
Yeah, it's sort of what yeah Laurie wrote about blaming others. Blaming others is it's something they would easily do. Oh, I didn't have a good childhood, so I don't take responsibility for my life. But you can blame whatever you want, but you're still responsible for building up your life. How bad you must have been treated. It's more difficult, but still you have to build up your own life with your own choices. And from the moment they do that, they feel very strong and they build up a good self-esteem, and yeah, they will achieve social. Most of the time they need to achieve a social position or kind of a good position in their work, of what they ever do or whatever in the family, what they choose. If they want to be responsible for a family, they need to take the responsibility up for a family. A chaperone.
Um, I know. Uh, crap,
I
what was
don't
I
think you
gonna say?
need a chaperone.
Oh, okay. So this was gonna say, right? So, and like a lot of times I speak from my personal experience because that's all I have, right? Is we just have our personal experiences. But so like when I was in college, I started making some very bad, questionable choices in my life, and like, and a lot of people, even my grandparents, were like, because like my dad left, and I had crappy
Yeah.
childhood, so, and they were like, so even they were like, she had, had excuses or whatever, but I still knew right from wrong, and I still knew what I was doing wasn't right. Like, so at some point I had to stop blaming everything else that
Yeah.
happened to me, and take responsibility. Like, I still made that choice. Regardless of what happened, I made the choice and nobody else. So once you do that, and you kind of have to look at that in every situation, you have to be like, when you make a choice, that's your choice, no one else's. The
Yeah.
circumstances can be whatever they are, but you are making that choice which way
Yes.
you're going. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, it's your
yeah.
choice, and once you realize it, it doesn't even matter if you think if it's a good or a bad choice. These are words we give to them, but it's your choice. From the moment you make a choice, you take the responsibility. Later on, yeah, you can
No,
always
no,
change,
Fonte,
but
what they
once you
say.
did it, you take responsibility for it, and you make sure that's the thing ones have to do. I did this, so I'm responsible for this. I
Right,
um I wanted to do this. It doesn't feel it's difficult. I'm going through with it.
right.
Um, it's
That's
like that, or
incredible.
you change, but you take the responsibility and don't ask others for. At one point, nobody will come to help you. It's also with this lunar node. So always relying on others or blaming others. At one point, there is nobody else to
Yeah,
blame anymore. So you have to do it totally on your own if you don't learn it quick enough. So you are left. You will be
yeah,
left on your own.
yeah.
And then they will probably, if they have no choice, then they will do it. There's nothing else to do than survive. And then they find out, oh, it's not that difficult to take your own responsibility. From the moment you take your own steps and your responsibility, there is always divine help, actually. Um, okay.
We're not the ones being bad, dude. You guys are. We're being totally good. We were totally good this whole time. You
You're very serious.
don't blame me. Yeah, we ain't going there today. Mm-mm.
Lunar nudes. Oh my God, are we ever?
Yeah. He's acting like we're the bad guys. No. I've been on
I
my
put
best
on.
behavior.
I think I'm gonna put on a sweater more.
I know, Jesus. Wear one nice shirt one time. The hell? God, and I have
Okay.
low self-esteem and self-confidence issues for like making me uncomfortable.
Come on. Don't blame, don't blame. Don't
Yeah,
blame.
it's all your fault.
Oh,
I'm not taking
okay.
responsibility for myself today.
Okay. Let's go. Anyhow, we are Capricorns, we can do it. I mean,
Yes, we can. We're almost done. Get out
we're
of this
almost done. It's really
hotness.
and after Cap.
Hmm?
Mm. Okay. Okay. Then, yeah, being mature is the point. Huh?
Being mature is the
With my
point.
shoes,
Oh,
thank God.
point.
I have my socks. You need
Being
a
mature
mask.
is the whole point. Are you people listening?
Yeah, they all have their cancer nude. No, the nude in cancer, whatever. What is it? No, in too much.
They got their nose up Uranus from last week still. That's what they get there.
Yeah, they're still in the past.
Yeah,
Okay.
get out of the past, people. Move on.
Get
We're
out of
heading
the
forward.
past. So oh yeah, we will tell a little bit what is waiting for us. We go to that, from the post. We have to go through that because we're early now with this. It's amazing. So now we go to Aquarius. Aquarius, the moon, the knot in
The
Aquarius.
nudes, the nudes are in Aquarius. See, now you're corrupting Christine. Poor sweet Christine.
Sorry. Oh my God. Oh, no way.
Yeah, no way. She heard her. She said, nope, no way. I'll laugh about it. Nope.
notes. Oh, oh my God. Okay, we're in Aquarius. It's a weird sign, so we're getting weird. Anyhow,
Yeah, we're getting
um,
weird. It's getting weird in here.
yeah.
It's been weird. Oh,
Okay.
okay.
With Aquarius, you need to actually let go. Your individuality is less important, and the group is more important. So you need to find your importance in your goals for humanity. To the squirrel and yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. We're talking about the group now. People.
The group. Our group is at
Group.
least is very authentic and very weird, so it's very Aquarius group. Anyhow,
Yes. And we're heading into the age of Aquarius.
yes, okay, but that is actually for good, for responsibility for the benevolence of humanity. So
Yeah.
we and instead
Jesus,
of
are you kidding me? Are we the ones supposed to like bring back benevolence to humanity? We're insane. This can't be left up to us. Could have chum cakes running around and butt cakes, and
the
it's gonna be a
cave.
nightmare.
Oh my God.
Can you imagine?
Oh my God.
Oh,
No, no, don't start. Um,
okay.
so,
I'm sorry. I
okay.
have faith in y'all.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
We, anyhow, so we have to be, actually, Aquarius is a bit eccentric and has to dare to be different than others. I mean, on a personal level, to be not just to be conform. It's totally against conformity. And
Mhm.
so, actually, most of the time, Aquarius is not so much rules favor for rules or for from society. It's always the rebellion. But here, the positive is more like to work for the benevolence and thinking outside the box. Learn to think outside of the box instead of thinking according, yeah, what societies dictate. Also, he has to dissolve himself in groups mentality and not to get to overcome his own proud and importantness, because he comes from Leo. Being a Leo in the past has been like, as he has been probably maybe important
Mhm.
a
Sentiment. Sentiment.
person, a royal, yeah, could be a royalty, but royalty, no, but or a famous person or whatever. He got a lot of praise and a lot of affirmation from others, and now he has to let it go. He has to let it go all the all the kind of social rewarding. He has to find now. He has to give his yeah his energy to humanitarian groups, like people who work like for yeah Doctors Without Borders, or like for all those actually charity organizations. And we know they're not good, but anyhow, the intention from the people who work there is for because they feel they have to do something for the society, or for like Amnesty International. Um, you have all those kind of yeah NGOs actually, which are not good. We know now, but they could be good. They work for the actually
Wait.
the
GMOs or NGOs?
NGOs,
Why am I
NGOs,
getting?
no, no, not GMOs,
Why am
but
I
in
getting
the,
confused?
no, yeah, but the NGOs actually, they're most of the time they work for a higher goal, for the benevolence
Okay.
for people from on the edge of the society, poor people, crazy people who are not fitting in society, something like
Okay.
that. But
Why?
we
What
know
does
now
NGO
those
stand for? Why am I blanking out?
NGO is a
They're like the non-profit
non-governmental organizations. What is it? Non-profit organizations. Is that not like
nonprofit.
that?
Okay, I think
Yes.
so. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Because I don't know
non-profit.
why I'm like blanking out
Kind
on
of
NGO.
charity, but then, but I now there's always corruption everywhere, so you can't trust them anymore. But anyhow, that's like for example, for being humanity, doing some work for humanity. But we can do that in our own way. Like we can, for example, start our own group, start a come which is also good, like Venus Project, Zeitgeist movie,
Yeah.
Ubuntu. This is typical Aquarius, typical positive of Aquarius. That's 100% Aquarius. Zeitgeist and Ubuntu
Yeah.
and Venus Project. That's
Yeah. Using science and technology to the benefit of humanity. That's
yes.
Aquarius. Hmm.
And that we have to move to. So people who have that, they have to, maybe they feel very excellent when they cooperate in such kind of organizations, and they will help them further on. So, and they have to also, they have the tendency to be dominant, or, because from their Leo in the past, um, they they were like very important, and they were had a leading position, and this time they should not yeah they have to let it go. They have to, everybody has his own boss, everybody is you don't need to rule. But Aquarius knows lead, you have to give the people the space and the freedom to develop themselves. They can need guidance, but they need a lot of space.
Because he's a gentleman. um,
Anyhow. Mm.
what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. It says they have a tendency to become overly attached to drama, especially in
Yes.
relationships. And
Yeah.
they have to uh was it overly focus on getting what they want and resist being part of the crowd.
Yes.
And they have to learn to you know to know that they can be an individual but still be a part of the community.
Yes. Mm. They have to. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead. I
Yeah.
lost my place.
Yeah. True. Um, they have. Yeah. They have to. Yeah. They found the balance between their uniqueness and working for the benevolence of a greater good.
Yeah.
So true. And
Yeah.
okay, that is
I think that's it.
Aquarius. And then do you have the
Oh
last
yeah,
one?
and it says learning to let go for the need for attention and drama.
Yes, yeah. They
Yeah.
need always to be praised, so they have to let go. Yes. Charities, yes, for example. Yeah, and nobody is more important. That's the group mentality. But it's also not like you said, it's not losing your identity. It's just
Right.
surrendering your skills, but being yourself for a higher good. Like, but not sacrificing, because then we get the society from today, like everything is for the government, but the government, yeah, I mean everything is um,
You
no
know,
ism. No ism.
I actually, because um, she's great. Actually, went to breakfast today after work. So there's a girl who's 28, and we work together a lot, and she's really cool, and I like her a lot. And she's a Scorpio, so I
Ah,
was like,
yeah,
she's gonna want to know to get into the deepness and the whys, right? So I started talking to her about different things like going on in the world today, stuff like that. And
yeah.
she's interested, right? So we went to breakfast today and everything, and after work. But oh damn it, what was I gonna say? What were we talking about? Oh, but like and it was great because we were actually talking about like because she like the one day I was like, everybody who runs our country eats babies, right? And she's like, oh my God, you're crazy. I'm like, no, it's true. You know what I mean? Like, and I said it like joking, but I was serious. And so now she like talks about me eating people eating babies every day to bust my chops. But anyway, but she was even like, yeah, if we could all just really be ourselves, I think like everybody being basically she was saying everybody being ourselves and doing what we like to do would automatically like build a community that
Yeah,
works.
true.
Isn't that
Yeah,
weird? I was like, oh,
that's good, and she found it. Wow. So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, it was great. So now we
yeah,
hang out.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, very nice. Good for you. Nice,
Yeah,
find
I
some
have a little,
companion.
I call her my little Padawan.
Yeah.
Cool. Padawan. You're gonna learn.
Yeah, good, good. And does she wear? Yeah, yeah, and mhm. Okay,
Yeah, she's cool.
yeah,
So yeah, it's
good.
really neat because we were just having a conversation and I forget exactly what she said, but she was like, yeah, if we could all just be ourselves and do what we like to do, I bet it would just like automatically, basically like automatically build like a community that works. And I was like, that's what I've been trying to do this whole time.
Yeah, yeah. Collective mind is learning its lessons. It's like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it will come up. Yeah, come. Yeah, actually, I don't know if we can still turn the tide, but quite
No,
not so
I think
sure.
I think we're gonna have to go through a little bit more, you know,
Yeah,
bull shizzle.
yeah, I think yeah. For that's for afterwards. So good. Let's go to Pisces then.
Okay, let's go to Pisces.
Pisces, the last one. Wow, we're quick today. Everybody the
Oh,
right.
you mean only 2 hours?
Ah! Yeah, for me it feels like okay. No, it's Pisces is
It's not 3 a.m. yet.
it's crazy, yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah,
Okay.
brotherhood is like the thing also from Aquarius. Brotherhood. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm. And uniqueness. Okay. So yeah, Pisces is letting is when you
Yeah.
wow, see,
Pisces
it
12th
says the
house.
same. Yes, a synchronity. Funny, a friend came over telling me he worked at Reserve and how money shouldn't exist anymore. See?
Yeah. See, and I
Same.
had a friend. Yeah. The young friend. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, she's like what, 15 years younger than me or something like that. But I was like, I'm always like, come on, young Padawan, you're gonna learn something
Yeah, it's
today.
nice. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
I really like her.
Yeah. Okay. I don't give.
All right.
Okay. Okay. Letting go. In Pisces, you go. You have to develop your um, you have to let go your structure, too much structure and too much order and too much logic and like everything wanted to put on labels of ordering, but you have to let it go and go through imagination and a holistic lifestyle.
Yeah.
Uh,
Mm.
so yeah, that's their more. They have to leave the more like Puritan or ascetic lifestyle, could be, or and they have to just go, let go, and just jump into the ocean of life and flow onto it, and letting go their fears. Even also regarding relationships, they might have been a bit reserved because of fear of emotional pain of for so they tend to analyze too much, but they should just
Mm.
trust. I mean, like just okay, go for it, whatever might happen. It's for they open up more by just going um, through what is on their way. So don't avoid and don't try to analyze it. Just what's happening of presenting on your way. Just go for it, whatever it might be. It could be a job, could be a relation, could be whatever. Don't analyze it too much, but just let that go. Let too much thinking over. You should let go. Just go for it and experience it, and then yeah, try to dissolve in actually in the oneness. That's actually their goal. They have a very strong intuition, and they can go reach higher levels, like on spirituality. Their goal is actually to develop through spirituality to find their like Jonathan is in Pisces, but he's actually doing it. His stories and his Shakespeare is like going to the divine. Yeah, the divine always, and the divine key, the key like his fairy tales, overcoming the obstacles to find the goal, actually your
Yeah.
spirit. That's what I have.
I think is just my opinion, but I think that's Jonathan's purpose was definitely to be a teacher because like
Yeah.
he's so passionate about it and like he
Yes.
really understands the depth of it, and yeah, he does great live streams. I'm all like, yeah, dude, full chisel, and he's all like Shakespearean.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm so not professional.
Yeah. Yeah, he can lay it so well, so much, every detail, and then the greater meaning behind it. So he's
Yeah,
amazing. So he's
yeah,
actually on his path. I think so too. And then, so, and
yeah. So what's my path? I'm a freaking float around. Like, what the hell? I'm
your
all like,
path
that's
is Taurus.
oh,
You're,
cover off my big paws, my
yeah.
big lion paws.
So and it's good. He has to surrender to nature, to the sea. It's all good for people with Pisces. So dissolve in nature, and then going deeper in oneself. Find your own spirit. Let go. Open your heart, and then and new things will present on your path. That's what I have here. Um,
Yeah, it said it had they have to like a lot of them will suffer from feelings of guilt, and they
yes.
have to um and they'll be obsessed with like the rules or having to follow the rules, and they have to learn to trust their like build up their imagination and
Yeah.
trust their spiritual side and let go of everything has to be rules and dive more
Yeah.
deeper into their spiritual side.
Yes. Yeah. Just Leah. Just let it go and following. Yeah.
And
Swim
having
around
faith.
and let the river carry you to the sea. The sea is then the divine goal. Like getting dissolved in the universe. I was a
Yeah.
mermaid in a past life. Could be. If you were a Pisces,
Mm.
um, could be. Anyhow, that's
You know what I was thinking real quick though?
still behaving. I want the gold star stick.
Star sticker.
Oh, do we have gold star stickers?
Um, so remember I was just saying like I'm just like moving like floating around. Um, did you ever see that movie? Ah, what's it called now? The one with the like squirrel and the raccoon. It was like a kids movie, and they built a fence and they were sneaking into people's houses to steal food.
Ah, yeah, 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 yeah,
Do you know what I'm talking about? And do you
yeah.
remember the dog? And every time he said squirrel, the dog was like, "Oh, squirrel!" and ran. Like that's how I feel. I'm just walking through life, oh squirrel, to the squirrel. Yeah, but I need
Oh,
focus.
squirrel, that's the sign of Buffon. Buffon. Okay.
Oh, Beaufort sign a squirrel. We're gonna just go.
Yeah, he's always talking about squirrel.
We kicked him out of the zodiac. He's got a squirrel. That's great. Sorry,
Okay.
Beaufort.
So, actually,
Yeah,
I mean, if it's good for you guys if you can find your own moon node and explore it a bit and then see and then you can find your difficulties too. What is your greatest obstacles or your greatest frustrations? Okay, actually, or your learning lessons. So, anyhow, but we were just talking about the month October. Do you have that?
oh, I can pull it up on my phone. Hold on, let's see. Okay.
The greatest
Let's try,
obstacle is corn.
okay, here we go. So, should I read what's happening?
Yeah, yeah, see, read. So what is
Okay.
this for the month? Maybe, yeah. Because, yeah, next week is October almost, I think, yeah.
Yeah. So, oh yeah. Well, first of all, we get a full moon on October 1st. And oh, okay, yeah. Well, we'll just get back to that. So
Yeah.
okay, so we have a full moon on October 1st, and
Which sign? Which sign?
it's the harvest moon. Oh,
Oh, the harvest moon. Yeah.
yeah, it's a harvest moon, but I don't know which sign.
Wait,
I look that up.
I have my, I have my book here. Let's see. Wait, if I have it here.
Okay.
Okay,
Well, while you're looking for that,
I
I'll
can see it.
oh,
I
okay,
have
you
my
see it right away. Okay.
1st October. Eh? Oh, yes,
See,
full
I need
moon
assistance.
in Pisces.
Pisces. I like
Pisces.
full moon in Pisces, though. I
Oh,
like
that's
that
totally
placement.
imaginary.
Yeah. So we should get some interesting news on October 1st, ladies and gentlemen. The aliens might finally come. There might be some
Oh
confirmation on
yeah,
CNN.
finally,
Yeah,
space.
we're playing with imagination on that day.
Yeah, let's see what happens. Yeah, full moon in
And it's the
Pisces,
media and stuff. Yeah. I like full moon in Pisces, though. I feel like it's
and it's
so
Thursday. It's next
happy
Thursday.
feely.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
yeah,
like full
next Thursday.
Scorpio too, but not for
Yeah.
good reasons. Okay. Okay, so full moon, October 1st, harvest
Yeah.
moon in Pisces. So expect some crazy news to pop off on the TV. Although most of us don't watch the news, but we'll
Yeah.
hear it.
Most of
We'll
the
hear it in
time
the
it's,
morning.
yeah, I mean, with full moon I have extra energy all the time. I cannot sleep because I'm all
I
the
can't
time
either.
super energetic.
Yep, me neither.
So,
I can't sleep on a full moon. I have to be out there watching it like every 5 minutes.
yeah.
And I how do I think our lights screwed up our eyes because if you're outside at night during a full moon,
Yeah.
you can
Yeah.
see. Like you
Yeah.
can walk around outside and see. Like it's not dark. It's very bright. So
Yeah, true. It's you can walk, you find your way in the full moon. Like
yeah,
the story Hans and Gretel, yeah, they find their way in the full moon. And yeah, it's easy. It's very light, and then and the light comes through the window. I cannot sleep either.
yeah. No, I have to be out there. I really like it. Okay.
And
So where are we going next? All right. So Mars squares Pluto on the 9th, but this intense, challenging combination of strength and power is in effect for the first 2 weeks of the month. Since Mars is retrograde, the more cruel, violent potential can be experienced. Watch
yes,
out for excessive behavior, irrational power plays,
yeah,
fantastic assertions of will. The combination can be extremely dangerous and at its worst make people seem more inconsiderate, vengeful, immoral, sexually aggressive. Direct confrontations become likely, especially on the 12th through the 14th.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
The battle of the gods is real and it's happening in October.
Oh yeah, but there is
Yeah.
one. According to Vedas, now to the Indian Vedas, there is one extremely benevolent, auspicious moon somewhere in October. I don't know it's the first, this one in Pisces, but maybe the other one. And that moon time, I will tell you. I can look for what you can do. It's kind of you can do wishes because then that is, I will tell. Oh, I have to find it, and that is, I think it's in that is when the goddess, actually the goddess Durga defeated like all their enemies at that time, and then she gave some special boons to people and I think that's on some kind of moon, and it's somewhere in October, and it's Navaratri, they call it in India. Now it's now Navaratri time, so we have to pray from our heart. So now this time is to pray from our heart. It's very important. But I have to find. I will tell it next live stream what this moon mean when it is. Maybe it's this moon, maybe it's another moon. Okay, but that's just there is one very auspicious moon anyhow. So just to
Oh,
be
cool.
um, yeah. But then, yeah, so that was the moon, but there is also an auspicious full moon. But full moon I like very much because it gives me energy.
Yeah, it gives me energy too. And even though
It
like I feel
doesn't make me vibe.
energized,
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I was just saying the moon, even though I feel very energized, it's like a calming and happy, like, you know what I mean? Like I want to go
yeah.
out and like explore the woods and talk to like bears and stuff. That's what I
Yeah,
think in my head. If I could live in my head, it'd be great.
yeah, okay.
I'd have all kinds of
Yes,
animal friends. Um,
yeah.
yeah,
That's good. That's good.
have a
We
good
have
imagination.
owls here in the stable in this house. We have owls. So when we hear them, sometimes I hear them. So now it's the time they start making their noise. So we have owls
Yeah.
in, and sometimes they fly, and it's like, what's that? And then it's an owl. But I don't. But then, according to African mythology, if you hear three times an owl, how, yeah, making noise, yeah, what noise does it make, then the dead is around, near around you, so I don't, so
Oh,
I think I
really?
don't want to hear the house. I don't
I want
want
to
to hear.
hear the third one.
Yeah,
Owls are big too. Like,
yeah,
I don't know if anyone's ever seen one actually fly and spread its wings, but I live near farms, so
yeah, they
a
are big.
barn owl one time came like right down at the car, and it was literally like the wingspan was like the size of it was huge. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
big.
it's a special animal. Yeah. Hmm.
Um,
Anyway.
I just wanted to. It was one. Oh, Pluto turns direct on the 4th, and
Yeah,
Quincux is the north node. Um,
yeah. So
Pluto
that makes it,
station.
that's like a kind of a 30 degrees difference, Quincox, from the North Node in Gemini and
Yeah,
Pluto in Gemini. So we need surely to be alert and not be misinformed. Was it not like that?
yeah. It says here because it had something to do with the U.S. Okay, Uranus. Uranus has something to do with the U.S. Um, of course. um, it's fitting. Pluto turns direct on the 4th, quincux the north node on the 22nd. Pluto station often corresponds to large scale, large scale or natural human caused disasters, and this may be supported by the lunar nodes. Pluto station in Capricorn is about the consolidation of power. Those who have it will become
Mm,
stronger, while the weak and disenfranchised are in survival mode. Pluto is heading into an opposition with the US, Mercury
yeah, that's
underscoring
not
the.
good.
Yeah, so
That's really not
Pluto
good.
is going to be in opposition of the
Yeah.
US. Yeah.
That means there is going to be a serious, serious fight. Yeah.
Yeah. Um,
Yes, Pluto.
um, it said beware of misinformation consciously issued to persuade, undermine, or manipulate.
Yeah, that's what they do now with all those gangs, all these riots. That just they're manipulated. They are told to fight and to bring chaos and whatever and vandalism. It's crazy. It's yeah, for sure. But that's what also the man, the dream. Um, the man with that dream. I. It was
Oh
like two or
yeah,
three
about
months
the
ago.
troops in America.
Yes, yes, I think it might be close to that.
Oh yeah. Well, like I said, I mean, to a extent, I feel like it's a coup or a false flag or
Yeah, I think
whatever they have in
probably. I
their
think,
evil
and
toolbox.
and Pluto can all. Yeah, I can also be an attack on the leader. So it could be that.
Oh yeah. You know what? Somebody else said something about that. About it could be like a assassination attempt
Yeah,
or an act. Yeah.
but there is in the what in Simpsons there is a one episode where there is the president is dead and that's Trump because he looks like Trump. The president is and that's in
Oh
the
yeah.
Simpsons. It could be actually quite. I hope. I mean, yeah, could be that he is dead anyhow. And then the
No, I
man
hope
in
not.
Yes, and then the man in the dream says the White House was on fire.
Well,
So
that I don't know.
lucky, lucky
As
Halloween.
a,
It's a whole month
yeah,
Halloween.
yeah,
Why?
it is a whole month. I know,
It's the
I
year of
know.
Halloween.
It's not even a whole month. Yeah, it's gonna be a year. It's gonna be at least the whole winter.
Oh my
It's
God,
not
yeah.
even, yeah. I mean, like Purge Night Halloween. It's
Yeah,
not gonna be fun. Yeah. No, I know. And like I said, it's literally like a battle of the gods, and it is so crazy that this is what our ancestors warned us about for thousands and thousands of years in text after text after text, and we did not listen or pay attention. So talk
yeah,
about karmic, it reaches your evolution,
yes,
learning from your past lives.
yeah.
No, we didn't learn shit.
Nothing, nothing at all. No,
No.
we all, yeah. And it's destruction from inside. It's I mean the people, yeah,
Yeah.
they do it by themselves. Actually, it's not a comet. It's not something from outside which is destroying the planet. It's the people destroying themselves.
Yeah. Yeah. It's all from within. And
Yeah, it's all.
and even though like, okay, there is a system in place that's really screwed up. But like,
Yeah.
yeah, like you said and G said, it's us too, because at any time we could have said, no, this isn't right, or no, this don't make sense, or no, this goes against the laws we agreed to. And nobody did.
Yeah. Yeah, true. Yeah, that's true. I was
We
like,
can't
yeah,
keep pointing fingers. We also have to, you know, Capricorn North Node up and take responsibility for our
yeah, true. Yeah,
top
true. Yeah.
blaming
Mhm.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we say. That we have to go to nourishing and feeding. That's like those two notes, and like Capricorn and Cancer are actually very important. You have to take the responsibility to grow food and to feed the hungry ones. I think that's the only thing we, yeah, like which is possible, because if they destroy the food crops, it's not gonna look, yeah, it's not gonna look good. I mean,
No.
cannot imagine that, and I
No.
hope I.
And a bunch of idiot people are going to be like, oh, they had to because it had COVID.
Yeah,
You know
it's
what I mean?
crazy.
It's
And I
crazy.
told, no, that's what it make me so like furious. Like, I told them, what do you prefer, hunger or just the COVID, which is curable for 90.99%? But they don't get it. They are
No,
really hypnotized. They don't get it. They really
no.
don't get it.
Well, that's what I said like a long time ago. I think I said it, but with
Hmm.
Neptune and Pisces, and
Yeah,
that's the creator mother of
yeah,
all delusions and illusions and mind tricks and stuff.
yeah,
And that's what
yeah,
the plague is right now. That's what our plague is. That's what the
yeah.
pandemic is the infection of the mind. The
There
same that
is,
happened in Atlantis. It's the infection of the mind and possessing people without them even being aware of it, making them make choices that they
yeah,
shouldn't be making
yeah.
without their awareness because they're so, like you said, hypnotized,
Yeah, they're
infected.
hypnotized. They're messed up because
Yeah,
normal nobody would, if you would say 2 years ago or just 1 year ago, they would say, "Are you totally nuts?" Nobody would believe that the situation will be like this.
no, nobody would. No.
Hmm.
And that's why I get so upset because I'm like, dude,
Yeah,
we're being hauled off to FEMA camps and shot in the head. And they're like, you're crazy. No, I'm like, crazy. This is
yeah,
what I've seen
true.
coming.
It's
Like,
like,
oh my God, can we leave now? Can we run away now? Because I don't think you want to wait
yeah,
till later
yeah,
because
and
you're
it's
not
like
getting
Schroeder
out.
says, it's not the synthetic food, it's the organic food that has cocoa, but the GMO's not. It's crazy, yeah. Mhm.
Well, chemical food can't get cuckoo because it's not food.
Yeah, true, it's not food.
Yeah, you can't infect plastic. It only lives 3 days on plastic.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, it's crazy. It is crazy that this is what our world is. It's really
yeah.
insane.
Yes, violations of natural law will be righted. Yeah. Anyhow,
Oh yeah,
okay.
in America, it says the diagonal wheel was put in place to keep us in check. That if humans got too out of control or did too much to the earth, or it would reset us. So,
yeah,
and it has over and over again all throughout history.
yeah.
Can you shut that door, baby? Thank you.
Yeah. And okay, that's the most important thing. Yeah. But then there was Jupiter was a good Jupiter in Pisces. Jupiter is trine with Pisces. Sextile with Pisces.
Yeah, it's sextile with Neptune on the 12th.
Yes.
But it says, okay, but this favorable harmonious planet connection is in fact from the 1st to the 19th. If you have your sun or other prominent placement of any sign, but especially in Capricorn. But
That's I would
especially,
do also.
yeah, especially, I'm not. I don't want to be drunk. I want to be able to just think my way out of that shit. But I gotta be on my toes. I gotta be on my top game. Because I can't be distracted by some squirrels when the martial law comes
What
in.
else you gonna do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be all right. All right. It's most helpful. I don't know.
It's your intuition, I think. If Jupiter and Neptune's are aligning good, you have to really follow I mean, what it says to me is your intuition could be very strong and give you guidelines.
Yeah. And maybe, have you question, hey, is this delusional bullshizzle real? I don't think it's real.
It's a party, end of the old. Yeah, it's actually a party, end of the old.
It is a party. It's a scary Halloween party.
Yeah, a little bit, yes.
Where we're all
Yeah, I will see. And Uranus is also opposite. Yeah.
Uranus is opposing the U.S. Scorpio rising chart all month, becoming exact the day before the election.
But I think that means.
Go ahead.
That I think it means the internet will be plugged out. Uranus is internet also, eh?
Yeah, and Uranus is in Taurus.
Yeah.
Opposing the Scorpio.
Yeah.
And Scorpio is about transformation.
Uranus. Okay. Yeah, that's opposite. Yeah. Anyhow, Uranus is also the rebellion, and there will be more riots for sure. There will be more riots, and there will be Halloween is forbidden, but there will be much worse than Halloween.
Oh yeah. Halloween's over. It's purge night now. You better put on your mask.
Yeah.
Grab your weapons. It's gonna be a fun night. Oh, it's crazy.
Oh my god.
It's really crazy. And I hate being negative, but truth is the truth. So sorry. It sucks.
It is. Yeah, we cannot escape it. I mean,
no.
I think.
No.
Yeah.
Now, I think at this point, I'm just going to stay positive, have as much fun as I can, right?
Yeah.
Like even at the FEMA camps, I'm going to party, whatever. You're not going to keep me down.
I don't know what it will be here because FEMA camps are in America. I have no idea. Maybe we have to be on a train to Auschwitz. Oh my God, no.
Yeah, that would be awful. It's already there though. I'm sure
it's already there. They don't need to build the camps. It's already there.
No.
They put us on the train to Auschwitz. Oh my God. You can join the ghosts from the past.
Yeah, that's
literally what the
very
still
creepy.
There.
I know.
Oh no.
Aw. Yeah, we're gonna have a good old fashioned worm party. We're gonna drink some rainwater out of the mud puddles and eat some worms. It's gonna be a good time. We're gonna have fun.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, but if they put everybody in camps, how are they controlling us? Yeah, they give no food. That's no. It's like in.
But we don't have to be in camps. We already are. Like
yeah, actually, we are.
Yeah. We really are, really.
Every
Like we
city.
say free range slaves, it's really like that. We really are.
Mm. Yeah, but yeah. Anyhow, I'm wondering how it really works out. I mean, will the military or the police really escort everybody to a jail or to a prison or whatever? Yeah.
I think
Mm.
at first they would follow orders, but I don't think it would take long before they would be like, you know what I mean? This, I can't do this. Because most people have a soul and most people have a conscience and most people do at some point question what they do.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's
But
true.
but we all have been brainwashed to like accept violence and accept authority, and
Mm.
so I don't know how long it would take for them to for their indoctrination to come in
Yeah.
conflict with their conscience. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's true. Anyhow, we see. I don't know. I'm just thinking after election time. I won't. I like. I'm focusing on, yeah, like November, December, where we will be. I'm.
Yeah.
Uh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dogen, take me
Hurry
away
up,
like
take me
Haugen.
away. I know. Come on, let's
Yeah.
some manifest in some spacecraft to get us out of here.
Mm. Yeah. Okay. Anyhow, but that's for October. Let's see if we can still predict for November. If we're still there, then we might have been
Yeah.
better.
Well, I think
Uh,
it's going to start escalating in October.
yes.
You know
And
what I
then it
mean?
goes. Yeah. Mm.
Because usually, especially I find with astrology, it's like these things happen and events happen, but it's
Yes.
the major, it's like the cause of what comes next. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Yeah.
And then is a change actually from next year. I don't know. Yeah, when Saturn is in Aquarius, then it's square with Saturn. There will be square with Taurus.
Oh, yeah.
So Uranus, yeah,
Right.
with Uranus, yeah,
Battle of the gods, right? Because didn't Saturn kill Uranus?
yeah. Ah,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
It's the battle of the gods. It's like keep telling everybody, it's for real.
It's for real. It's for
It's for
real.
real. Yeah. You want to talk about the gods coming back and going to war?
Then Venus, yeah. There is a new Venus rising because when Uranus gets killed again, Venus
Yeah.
shows up.
Yes. And she brings order out of chaos with her beauty. Let's get
Yes.
this done.
Okay. That's for, yeah. Yeah. That's it. Okay.
Yeah.
I think we
Yeah, we're
this is
done.
about it, eh? We did it. We did it.
We did it. We
We
did
did
it under
it.
3 hours.
Under 3 hours. Yay.
Oh, that's what I wanted to say real quick. So the lunar node stuff, though. So also, I don't know if they were here, but so the moon has an 18.5 month cycle, and the lunar nodes are just where. So it makes like a squiggle, but it's where the moon and the sun like rotate around each other, and then when the sun and the moon cross at a point. So that's what the
Yeah.
lunar nodes are.
Yes.
And they have an 18-month cycle. And then the moon, to make one complete cycle, is 18 years. Which, 18, that's 9. I don't know. Tesla got me all OCD
Ah,
about
yeah.
369. So anyway, what was I going to say now? Oh, so apparently there used to be, I don't know when, thousands of years ago, the year was only 360 days, which makes sense, right? Because it's 360 degrees of a zodiac. I think they did
Mm-hmm.
365 to throw us all off. So,
Yeah.
so yeah, because it's 360 degrees. It makes sense, right? And that's 28-day moon cycles make 360 days of a year. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's crazy. That even our calendar is the freaking setup conspiracy.
Yeah, it is. It is. That's wow, it's good.
Yeah, because I was like, oh my God, all that adds up. And 360, 3 plus 6 equals 9.
Yeah.
Tesla said 9 is like the key to unlocking the mysteries of the universe.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
you know what I mean? They're like totally messing with us with everything.
Yeah. It is. It is. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Mm.
but and there was so I can't remember, but I did watch it like 2, 3 years ago, and it was about how our calendars were all 360 days, and all our months were 28 days because of the lunar cycles, and that Japan, there's an ancient text from Japan that even writes about it, and according to the text, there was a like an explosion in the sky, which they think it was a supernova because it said it made it daytime for like 3 weeks or something like that.
Mm.
And it was far away, so it didn't hurt the earth, but it lit up the sky that much where you could see it. And that it stopped the rotation of Earth for 4 days.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. And that's how supposedly that's how they got the 360, 365, but I don't believe that bullshit. I think it started working again and it's 360.
Yeah. Yeah. 360. Probably it's like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I just wanted to say that because I,
That's nice. Yeah. Wow. It's interesting. Wow.
yeah, they're messing with us with everything.
And
It's crazy,
everything.
right?
Everything. Everything is
We are,
fucked up. Screwed
yeah,
up. Everything.
yes, she said it. Everything's fucked up. Right. We are so in the matrix.
We're so in the matrix. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
we
Yeah.
are. Yep.
Yeah, it's a time to
Okay.
break out, and that we only can do thoughtless awareness. Thoughtless awareness. Meditate till the thoughts totally disappear, and that's the only solution can come. That is actually what my guru says. The only way you can save yourself is through thoughtless awareness, because then you're totally guided by divine, and nobody can conquer divine. I mean, divine created everything.
Right.
So, anyhow,
Yeah, and according to the Hermetica, we are divine beings.
yeah,
Yeah.
we are.
Even I think even God said that in the Bible or Jesus, whatever you want to call him.
Yeah, yeah, we have to, because the divine is in our spirit is here, and when this gets enlightened, and the heart goes to the brain, and the heart enlightens the brain, it should be that then they work together, and this is like then this kind of like a Buddha because it's all integrated. So then the heart rules the brain, but in modern now in this time the brain rules the heart, so the heart is frozen, and the heart has to get open, totally open, and when the heart, when the Kundalini goes here, passes the heart where the spirit is, goes, and from there it goes shoots up through here. This is the gate to the gate for spirituality. This is the gate where our thinking is stopping our rising. The rising of Kundalini stops here if we think too much. So then, but most people it stopped here. But then we can let go a few seconds, then some light comes through, and then we get a little bit enlightenment. But when this is totally open, it's like the gates of Jesus is actually the gatekeeper. So Jesus is the one who decides if the gate is open or not, kind of, because, and it means you have to leave the thinking, and then when the thinking disappears, then this can be totally enlightened, then all solutions come to you, all solutions. And that is actually
Yeah.
the key. And that is then that is all those chakras, they struggles with all those worldly problems because we are too much outwarded. And if we focus inside and we meditate, so by meditating you cleanse your chakras automatically. Then they open more, they get more power, and the Kundalini can go right through, and then it comes here out, and it makes connection with the divine energy, which is all everywhere. They call it all pervading energy is actually God. But if we are not connected, we feel it. We don't feel it. And but if you're connected, and sometimes you feel it very deeply, and everything is light because we live in an illusion. We live
Right.
actually in an illusion. It's like a simulation, whatever you call it. It's a totally illusion. And when we forget about the illusion, and we are totally connected, and we come in reality. And the only reality, my guru says, is divine reality. For whatever you create on the world is an illusion.
Yeah. And like now I feel like it's like an illusion in an illusion.
Yeah, it's a use in India
You
because
know what I mean?
the
Like the rabbit
Mother
hole, like
Earth.
we're very deep into the rabbit hole.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Yeah.
why we only get out. Yeah, that yeah. Yes, the crown chakra is the only way we can get out, actually, because then we get back to the real world. I mean, divine world, actually, divine kingdom. That's why a child does not think. That's why in the Bible said, "Be like childlike." A child is in kingdom of heaven because he has no thinking, not yet. He's not over saturated with thinking from society. He's still close to God, so his thinking is less, much less. So that's why I always say the wisdom comes out of a mouth of a child because he
Right.
gets the divine inspiration more easily. That's
Yeah.
a yeah. So that's where we should go to anyhow, whatever people
And that's
and
why one of the reasons why I always say, like, play, like, go be a kid again, go to the
yeah,
woods, go have fun, go do something that, like, you're not doing because you have to, or something you have to take care of, or work,
yeah,
or do it just because you enjoy to do it. And the more you do that, it opens up that childlike energy in you,
yeah.
and you can collect, like, and I mean, that's not even work. You get to
Mm.
connect to the divine by playing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I mean, I'm
Yeah,
not
it's
saying
just
that's
like
all it
playing, yeah.
is, but I'm just saying it's a good step
Yeah.
getting there,
Yeah.
you know?
That's true. Yeah, and nature dissolves also the too much thinking. That's why if we are not connected with nature, that's why everybody is getting crazy. We live in a lunatic society. Nobody is
Yeah.
connected with nature. Everybody is their heads are full with crazy ideas. It's crazy. That's why Native Americans say when you lost connection with nature, you get full blow crazy. That's what they say,
Right.
and actually, it's true. Yeah. Yeah, looking into the eyes of a newborn is magical. And you see that's still divine. They come out at the
Yeah, you
world.
can see it. Yeah. And I even think now, like even like there's people that I meet that, they're not really spiritual or anything, or whatever. You know what I mean? Because you know how
Yeah.
oh, I'm a light worker and stuff, and it's like, but like I can kind of see and feel things off of people. And there's people I meet that are just like a regular person, like at the checkout at something, or at the grocery store or something. And you can kind of feel like there's something good coming off of that person. There's something, you know what I mean? Like it's not like you have to be some, you know, like I know this and I know that. And I
No.
think if you're just in your heart a good person, that
Yeah. That's
radiates
most
off of you.
important.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what
Even if you
it's.
don't know any or meditation,
Mhm.
yeah, it's also in your actions and how you treat other
Yeah.
people.
And it's in simplicity. Actually, the most simple people, they are closer to God than all the people who are, yeah, all the time being busy, being important of doing so-called great work. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why, yeah, like they say, farmers, people who work in nature, they're most close to God also because Mother Earth gives them wisdom.
Hmm.
And because they work all the time in nature, they absorb the wisdom of nature. So, and
Yeah.
anyhow,
And like I said, it's so weird because I just started hiking because it was something I like to do. And I just found mushrooms and just figured, oh, I'll learn mushrooms. And like, it just really does. It just goes into you. You don't have to look for anything. You don't have to try anything. You just have to be there. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah,
And
you
it's
have to
almost like
be.
it gives you a calmness. Yeah.
Yeah. Being is being is just be. Don't, yeah,
Yeah.
no effort, just be. Yeah. And that's it, yeah. Yeah, light is light and it's always humble. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
true. So, and then yeah, being just be and be spontaneous. Don't think about too much how to do this. That is what we have to honor in child. Children are spontaneous. They don't think about what other people are going to think if I do this. They just do. And that's we have
Mm.
to because they are spontaneous and they're free still. And we have to learn to do that again too.
Yeah. And like me feeling things and picking up on things, it's nothing special. Everybody can do that. They just have to be more like open or to it,
Yeah.
or you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm not like something special or anything. It's just for some reason I really do feel people like a lot. It's but you know, like I said, it's not because and if I'm distracted or doing something, I don't. I have to be
Mhm.
open, just like you said, just being in the moment without thinking and stuff, and then I can pick up on those things. But
Yeah.
everybody can do it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, dogs are very auspicious animals too. They are very loyal. They know what love is actually. From dogs you can learn loyalty and being fighting for the love of your lives because dogs will die for out of protection. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Meditation is sitting or moving. Yeah, whatever it is not thinking.
It's not
Yeah,
thinking.
don't
Yeah.
contemplate now. That has to fall away, but you have to let it happen spontaneously because if you're thinking, oh, I cannot think, then you're thinking about
Then
not
you're
thinking.
thinking.
So it's
Yeah.
actually, yeah, it happens. It comes spontaneously. At one
Yeah.
moment, it just breaks through. But yeah, now it's a long time ago when I had a good meditation, but I should, yeah, because I'm thinking too much, of course. But when it happens spontaneously, and then you feel the kundalini rises when thinking falls away. You can feel it literally.
Yeah. You can feel like the heat coming up in you. Not like a fire heat, but like your
Yeah,
inside, like your
yeah,
cells are alive or something. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. It's a soothing energy. It's
Yeah.
not
It's
a
not like a
burning
burn.
energy.
No.
It's not a
No, but it's like
burning.
a warmth.
No, because what it does burn negativity. When the Kundalini meets darkness in all those chakra, it will burn it. But
Okay.
it will, but then, but it cools it. Yeah, it burns it, and then it comes out cool, soothing.
Yeah.
It's soothing. It's always soothing. It never does do more than it can do. If you're not ready, it does not rise. The Kundalini doesn't rise on your will. It does rise when you're ready. It's okay, you're
Yeah.
frozen. Okay, yeah, no.
Okay. Am
Okay,
I here?
anyhow,
Okay.
let's
Yeah.
start. Don't think and let's feel. Yeah, you have to
Yeah. But I was just gonna
review.
say there was a Ram Dass. Am I saying that right? And because I would always try to meditate, and like me trying to meditate kind of like defeated the purpose because it was like I was overthinking
Yeah,
trying to
yeah.
achieve something, you know. And then when I started stargazing, so just laying there like staring at the sky, that was kind of how I started meditating because
Yeah, that's true.
everything, I guess because I was just staring and would just get lost, and then I wouldn't, all of a sudden I wouldn't be thinking, and you know, so it's really weird because it's almost like you can feel like you have, you know, your body's there but you don't have a body, if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Okay, good.
Yeah, you're aware of it because you're not lost. Because if you take
Yeah.
drugs, you're not aware anymore of you have a body. You're totally in the other world, and that's the dangerous part. Because
Right.
then you don't know how to get back. Because I mean, you did it. You give your control over to kind of whatever you took in, but you lost your own. But when you meditate, you know that you're lost. You're not lost, but you are lost in the divine. But not, you know what, that there is a body. You're extremely
Yeah.
aware from everything, but your heart is totally with divine. And that's a different, because if you try with drugs,
Yeah.
you can reach other heights, but you might someday not come back. So you get lost and never to be found anymore.
Yeah.
I
And
mean,
it's like you can feel like I said, it's like you're there but you're not there, and you feel really light, but
yes.
you're still have a body. I don't know how to explain it, but it
Yeah,
feels
it's true.
really
You're a
great.
feather. You're a feather. Yeah. You're a
Yeah.
feather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird,
That's
but
then
it's
you can
awesome.
walk on water. That's what you say. Jesus walked on water because he was always in that state of enlightenment. Because then literally you become energy. Your body loses its weight. It's literally
Oh,
like
wow.
that. It's
Right.
literally like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's how it feels. It feels like you're like
Yeah.
nothing. but you know you're still there.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's true. You lose your body, but that's a good thing. But you're not lost in a way that you don't know anymore that you have a body, but you lose your body because
right.
it's energy. It's
Yeah.
it's
And you
it's
still
good.
have control of your body if you want to. It's
Yes.
almost like you could
You
come
can
back if
just
you want
go,
to.
yeah, you can
Yeah.
go back like that.
1 second, one thought, and you're back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that. That's
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
So that was the end, I think. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
So
good. I'm done.
not the
That
end, but the end of
yeah.
the of new beginning. No, the end of a, and a new beginning. Yeah. Oh, but it happens spontaneously, Gerard. Getting deep happens spontaneously. You don't have to do the effort. Like that too. Some days it goes deep, some days not. So, but I don't worry about it. At one time you will be there because that's your. I mean, with Sagittarius, your lunar node in Sagittarius, you will be there. You will find. You will get the depth. I'm sure. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, if you try with drugs, it's dangerous. You move into realities that aren't coexistence with current reality. Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe some and you have to if you want to go to other realms, but that's not then you live where other spirits of entities live. Shamans do that. Sometimes they can do that, but then you need to be extremely self-disciplined because it's you have to know how to deal with it. If you don't know how to deal with it, they deal with you and you're lost. Yeah.
I like the way you said that. You don't know how to deal with it, they deal with you.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was good. That was a good way to say it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why it thinks it's people think I would like to be like that to have the power of a shaman or whatever those qualities, but that's extremely difficult.
Yeah.
Anyhow, you have to read books of real shamans, how their education is. It's not like I mean, if you don't have the strength, you better don't do it. So
Yeah,
and
because
with
they have to deal with some dark things and be strong enough to handle those dark things.
yeah
So, yeah,
yeah.
it's not as easy as everybody
Yeah,
thinks
no, it's
it
not
is.
as easy, and they sacrifice themselves for them. It's not a. They have that power, but it's not like they expose their power. You know what I can. They
Right,
don't because it's a big
right.
sacrifice actually. Yeah, yeah. It's really good. You have to leave. Oh, it's yeah. Patrick Sommet is a shaman, and if you can read his book, it's Malidoma, and he was an African. I met him I just tell a bit about him. I met him in Belgium. I wasn't more like interested in shamanism, and I met him in Belgium. He's very warm-hearted person, and he was there with his wife. And I even didn't know because I was going to. Okay, wanted to meet that person, and I didn't yet saw him. So when he was just walking, and suddenly he walked next to me, and I thought, "Oh, are you going also to Patrick Sommet?" Yeah, that's me. So, oh, that's you. I didn't see him yet because I just
Wow.
read it. He was so humble, so sweet. He was extremely sweet, and he was such a warm person, and his wisdom is extremely deep because he lived during the time of colonizations where he had to go. He was kidnapped from his parents. That's I read in his book, and he was put in a school with nuns and priests and all that kind of stuff, like the Native Americans, same
Right,
way, and treated very harshly. And it was extremely painful because they were used to live in a tribe and in warm, like and healed and nourished by a tribe and by their mom and their dad. So then there was nothing that coolness and cruelty. So, and he escaped, I think, that Patrick Some, he escaped when he was little. But he was, I think he was, I don't know, a few years, I think, on the school because he lost actually a little bit of the tradition.
right.
Uh, and uh, we saw anyhow, I love with Laurie. And so he escaped because he couldn't, it's very hard, so no love, it couldn't help. And he went through the jungle because in Africa there are lions or tigers, and surely in that time, that's how many years ago? It was maybe in the 60s or in the
Right.
50s
There's a lot
probably.
more jungle.
Yeah, much more jungle. Uh, and anyhow, he escaped, and he survived going through the jungle, and then he came back to his tribe. And in that tribe, yeah, he was not strong enough anymore because he was weakened through the Western system. Because,
Right.
and then he had to learn again how to. Yeah, when they become boy or women, they have to have ritual initiations, and they are so severe, so strong, they might lose their life, and they have to connect with nature. But you have to read the book. And so at
What's the
one
book called?
point, how is the name of the book? Look for, yeah, look Malidoma Patrick Sommet, and you can Google it, and then you see different kinds of book. And I think there is an,
Okay.
yeah, the African way of, yeah, African, yeah. I posted, I sent it to Girard because he was with Dogon, and I thought, and his father was the father of Patrick, no, his grandfather was a shaman. He could shapeshift, literally.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he could, and he could take the form of an animal, and he could talk to animals too. He had the power over nature, and also, and he had a very great power because when he was at once, he said, when the animal was not respected for him, he could kill it. I mean, he just killed it. And even told him, because he said at one time a dove of a pigeon, yeah, he shit on his head, and he and he killed, and he just this make with it, I don't know, it's a kind of magic. The dove just fell down on the ground and disappeared. He said, and then the children said, "Why did you do that?" Because he knows he has to respect the power of nature of something. I mean, it's a great, yeah, he was an amazing yeah, shaman. And he could, when he was dead, he told us all, because when he was his Patrick Somme, Laurie Patrick, and then Some, Malidoma. And at one, yeah, and they cure mental illnesses. At one time he died because he was old, and then he was dead, and then after, but he was not buried at the right place. Um,
Okay.
his name is Some. That's his last name. Some. Somme. It's French actually, because there was, I think, a Belgian colony. So and he stood out. I mean, he told, I have to read it again, but he stood out of his grave, woke up out of his grave. So he was actually
Oh
buried on the
wow.
wrong place like a zombie. And then Patrick, he went with his last name. His last name is Patrick, as you saw, Some. That's his last name. That's all. Some. No, no, sorry, in English. Some. Some. Okay, yeah. So, and so he rose again, as he actually was dead. He rose again, and he went to the place where he needed to be buried. And Patrick took his hand, and it was normal. So that was like zombie. Yeah, Malidoma Patrice Osome. Yeah,
Okay.
Patrice Osome. Yeah, that's his name. And yeah, he's formidable. He's like, and really humble too. And yeah, you have to read, because I cannot tell it. So his word, his name is Malidoma. Means actually he had to connect with the white world, because he was born in a tribe where the women. So when the women were pregnant, then there were like the shamans. They went to you listened to the belly when the child was like maybe 6 or 4 months. He says, for what purpose are you born on this to come on this world? What is your tasks? What you have to do? Because the tribe and the benevolence of the tribe was very important. So, and then maybe the unborn child said, no, I have to be a medicine man. Oh, I have to be a builder, or I have to be as yeah, it's really interesting. So I read his book. I didn't listen to his talk. So everybody had his own on task, so they know it from the beginning. So the people,
Right.
okay, you have a child and she has to be a medicine woman, then the mother says, okay, there is a medicine woman, I let you play, I take my child to the medicine woman, and all the time from small to big the child surrounds the medicine woman and she learns about the herbs, things like
Right.
that. Do you have to be a builder? Then your son or some whatever, or then you go, okay, go to the carpenter there. Let's go,
Right.
let's make, and then that's what they do. So it's so beautiful. It's extremely beautiful.
It is beautiful.
So
It's community. That's us being our individual selves, and
yes,
you know what I
that
mean?
is
Because most
exactly,
kids,
yeah,
yeah, because
yeah,
most kids, when they're little, they're like, I want to do this. Well,
yeah,
then you should let them be around that, not just sitting in a desk and learning this A plus B
yeah,
equals
true.
C, you know?
Yeah,
Our world
it's
would be so
true.
much different.
Yeah, yeah, it's true. So much is lost. So much is lost. Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, I had to be.
I
Yeah,
had to be Gerard.
yeah, yes, but you're
I
great.
always knew.
Anyhow, yeah, it's wonderful. You have if you could read him and the wisdom out from him is astonishing. Yeah, and yeah, he experienced slavery like the natives American. He's like,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
brought up in yeah, way away from your parents, of course, and but he survived it, and yeah, strong will. You and yeah, but that's really interesting. So I mean, yeah, if you could
I always
listen.
knew I had to be a free person. I knew that since I was little. That's how I got in so much trouble. I didn't want to follow rules.
Yeah, oh. Yeah, I like I always wanted to meet a lot of other cultures. And I knew my place was not in Belgium. I never feel Belgium is my place. It's been always like that. So um, yeah, I need,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm a bit gypsy. I need to go away many times. Give,
Yeah.
yeah, make us free. Give us free. Yeah, and yeah, everybody can do whatever he wants. I would
Yeah.
still, if I would do that and we don't have to make money or whatever, I would go from place to place and learn from them, tell stories from, oh, I was visiting there and I came with stories back. So those kind of things. It's
Yep.
in my imagination. Like, and I do that. Yeah, you can do that now still, but still. Anyhow, but it's such a, mm, and live on a
Yeah.
boat. Yeah, I could live
I
on
live
the
on the
road
road.
and live on a
I could live
boat.
on the road.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
would
on
love
a
one of
boat.
those tiny houses that can attach to your, or
Yeah,
even
tiny
like,
house is great actually
yeah,
for that.
or even how
Uh,
they turn in like vans or an RV. I could
yeah,
totally live like that for the rest of my life,
yeah.
just
I'm a bit a
traveling wherever.
nomad. I'm a
Yeah,
no and I'm mad, but I'm a mad nomad.
I
And
am
yeah, I'm like
nomad.
that. Yeah, I love to travel. I never. I mean, that's also if you love to do that, you have there is no fear because I go to the craziest places, and I'm not. I have a lot of fear, many other things, but not for traveling. So funny,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's because, yeah,
Yeah, I don't, I mean, I haven't been out of the country, but I haven't been to many
yeah,
places. And, but anywhere I go, I'm not scared. Like, I
yeah,
want to know new things. I want to see how other people
yeah,
live. Yeah, I find that interesting.
yeah. Me too. It's like, yeah, wonderful. Okay, when you
Okay.
travel, you, yeah,
You know, man.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's true. When you travel, you nomad. Yes. Okay, yeah. If everything is still open, I don't know. Maybe we need to travel and find. But
Yeah.
with the
If we get stuck
apocalypse,
somewhere, we get stuck somewhere.
with my
Yeah.
canoe over the ocean. Yeah, let's see. Let's see about
Fighting
that.
zombies in a different language.
Yes. Yeah, all zombies will come to our refuge.
Yeah.
Refuge. Yeah. Anyhow, but the road. I didn't see that movie. Great
Yeah,
movie.
that's a
Yeah.
great movie. It's a good movie.
Yeah, so that's good. It's Friday, tomorrow, Saturday evening movie. I can write it down. The road. I gonna see the
Yeah,
movie.
it's about a father and son in apocalypse, but it's good.
Okay.
It's touching.
Oh, yeah. I have to
All
see that
right.
tomorrow.
Yeah,
Okay, that was fun. So I
that was
think we're
fun.
done.
Yeah, we're done.
We're
All
done.
right, Gerard, we're done.
Say goodbye.